xQc, I met 1,000 bitches in kindergarten. Like I met 1,000 girls.
Oh my god, actually here.
shit.
Well, I need to get my coffee. It's upstairs. You need to give me a minute.
Low sticky picture. Take a selfie.
Andrew! Hold on. Hold on.
Can you
Andrew,
hear
I
me?
gotta,
Oh yeah, it's scuffed.
I hear him good. You can hear him?
So talk again.
Can everybody hear me?
Yeah, now
Yeah,
it's
it's
good.
great.
Good now, great. Okay, let me get the coffee. Give me a minute.
Andrew, this is what we do, bro. This is what we do now.
Oh, like that now. Is it?
What we do now, bro. Come on
You gotta
now.
back up, bro. You gotta back up, bro. Back up a little, bro. Just back up. Back up.
How are you, my friend? You good?
I'm good. So who are all these people? We got a bunch of people here.
All right, so I'm gonna start off. We're basically, they're all streamers. Los Polos streamer, Silky streamer, Kai, I don't know where he's at right now. Trainwreck is in here, he doesn't have his camera on. And my boy Urage doesn't have his camera on. And xQc, he's the one who said he's gonna get his coffee. He doesn't agree with a lot of your takes. xQc is currently #1 ranked on Twitch, so he's so he
All right.
he doesn't
He's the
agree with a lot of your,
He's a streamer, yeah. Like literally.
he just doesn't agree with a lot of your takes. He thinks I mean, I'll let him speak, but you're still top. You're still top G to me though.
I'll always be top G.
Oh, get off his dick, bro. Get off his
Always
dick.
be top G.
Bro. Don't do
Hey,
that,
this
bro.
nigga got you hypnotized, huh, boy?
Yes, he does, and I'm happy with it.
Mods, you guys can fit the text title.
I mean, look at it. bro. How
Mods,
could
put
you
some
not be
baby
like,
ass
damn,
title
you
with
know what I mean?
the name in it.
Oh my god, yo, it's going crazy.
Okay, wash my hands and I'm good.
50 months.
Wait, I think xQc's nervous.
He is.
Yo, look at Chris.
You gotta get coffee. You gotta go pee. You gotta wash his
Right,
hands.
right. He's
Like,
really gotta lock in. What the fuck?
Nah, he's wiping his hands. Oh, nah, he getting ready. He's getting ready. Look at Chris. Yo.
Yo, he trying
Okay, I'm
to.
here. What's up? Okay, what's up?
Yo, he hung up. Oh shit.
We got the whole squad here now?
Yup. We good. We good.
Okay.
Alrighty, XQ, Mr. Tate.
Summon.
Guys out. Alright. Who else? Is Greek here?
Nah.
Shall I remove him?
No, yeah, remove him. I want him to come back. He fucking middle of a convo, an argument, comes in with the fucking camera and starts eating bugs on camera. That's fucking stupid as shit.
Alrighty. Train, you're here, you said, right? Train's here or not?
No,
Yes, I'm here. I'm eating hot
Playing
Cheetos.
a game, bro. Let him do his
I'm
thing,
eating
bro.
hot Cheetos and playing Rust. Okay, come on.
Hold on, what? Y'all see Andrew's camera or no?
Yes.
Yeah, we see him.
See him.
The fuck? Wow.
I gotta get some context on what exactly is going on and who this exactly is. I gotta get some context. I need some videos linked and I need some speeches linked.
I mean, bro, you know it.
I need some speeches linked. Are we talking Trainwreck's 2015 type shit? Trainwreck's TV 2015 type shit?
Somehow worse.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So the
A
okay.
little bit more amped up.
Bro, what
Okay.
the fuck is going on in my Discord? Hold on, I'm at 3.
Yeah, there's been a little bit of lag. You guys notice that?
Yeah, he's lagging.
Well, he's lagging, but we're all kind of lagging as well.
Andrew's lagging. Andrew's lagging.
All of us are lagging a little bit.
Nah, I'm not lagging. You're not
I'm
lagging.
not.
It's better now. It's kind of fixed itself. I feel like I'm.
Andrew's lagging like shit.
No, I just don't.
Chat, you guys see, right?
Yeah,
Since he
hold on,
joined, it's all lagging a little bit, no?
Yo, Aiden, I got shit to talk to these. Listen, dickwads. Dickwads in chat. You fucking 12-year-old dumb fucks, okay? Listen here, bitches. When I say I don't know somebody, it's because I don't know them. You understand? This shit that's being preached, I invented it fucking 10 years ago. So don't come in here acting like this is the fucking holy Bible, holy Christ. You understand? You dumb little 12-year-old dumb fucks. Go back play Minecraft and Roblox. Holy shit. Dumb
Oh,
motherfuckers
no,
getting their bodies
that's-
slapped by the daddy
He
neighborhood.
is like 35.
Fuck
so
my
you
dick,
probably
little
did
bitch.
invent it.
That's
I'm so sick of this new wave shit. These new wave little pussies. I'm so sick of them. Dumb motherfuckers. I swear to God.
Yeah, I feel the same way
That's not good. That's
sometimes
not- that's
about my
not
own
good.
community. They'd be like, "Oh, you're so ego Andy or ego this motherfucker."
It's so
I've been like
crazy.
this when I was a
12-year-old
fucking
dumb
nobody.
motherfuckers talking
Facts. Yo, I've been like this when I was
Bro, I was a
Tutor time,
fucking
little bitch.
ass dumb
His mommy
fuck
getting
since
clapped by the
the
neighborhood daddies.
bottom.
What's going on, little pussies?
Hold on, though. Hold
Suck my
on.
dick. So sick of it, bro. I'm so sick of it. Dumb motherfuckers. Holy
Wait.
shit.
Let's let Mr. Tate come in here and then let's get an actual, because we're screaming.
You think we scared of the
He was
lion?
waiting for xQc. Nah, he was waiting for xQc, but he started lagging.
I don't know. X, you seem a little nervous to talk to him.
I'm not nervous at all. My demeanor was fine. Well, because if he's not, okay, I just feel like if he's not ready and he's not in it, and I know that he's present in the conversation, and I say something, right? It's kind of like you're like cheating. It's like they're not ready.
I'm waiting.
It's
I'm
weird.
waiting. I'm waiting for him to tell me to call him and like ring him. I'm gonna wait because he doesn't know. When he says ring me, I'll just ring him back.
Message him, DM him.
I am. I'm talking to him right now.
All of you guys got me a little annoyed right now. Listen, this is another human being. Like, why are you guys like acting as if this is like an alien that's flown from fucking Mars?
That's what I'm saying. That's why
This is the top G, bro.
Bro, top G.
Top
It's
G.
top G.
Top G in terms of what?
Gotta get off his
What
peas.
Bro,
Oh
Los
my
and Aiden
God.
are crazy right now,
Bro, listen.
Los, I swear
Here's how
to
it is.
God,
The
if I
top
bring
G and
you on
what?
Drake and you're acting like this, I swear to God, I'll remove you from the call.
Yeah,
I'll
exactly.
remove you from the call.
Bro,
What are
Holy
you talking
shit.
about?
Like I expect this from Ada, but
Bro,
God,
we are out
don't
here,
have, like,
we are
a bunch
out-
of Tate sexuals.
Bro, Twitch is a place where people put content. We're fucking making content, motherfucker. He comes in here, you know what technically the top G? I'm the top G motherfucking content.
Oh.
He should be fucking stressed out. He should be stressed out.
He's
I'm
done.
not stressed out.
No
I'm not
disrespect
stressed
to
out.
top G, like, that's what
I'm
I'm
not
saying.
stressed out.
Wait, X, I ain't gonna lie.
Face
You can't
cam
say that
carries
when
all
you
you
leave the call. You
motherfuckers.
gotta
I
say
don't
that
worry.
when
What
he's
did I
in the
leak?
call.
Hold on,
You gotta say that when he's in the call. You can't say that when he's not in the call.
Bro, I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
you definitely
He's
got
the
to-
top
Listen,
G.
if shit goes without being said, you don't have to say it, though.
You gotta.
I said what
I'll
I
make
said.
sure
What I
that
said.
the message
Hold on, I
is
want to make
right.
something
You
clear.
can't
I
say
said
that
what
when
I
he's
said
out
when he
the
was in the call. That's number one.
I have
So
never
don't get it
agreed
twisted.
more with
I said what I
what
said
you
about
have been
12-year-olds
saying
talking
this
about
whole
who brought up what and who talks about what.
Nah,
all the
he
shit
was
in the
lagging.
call.
He was lagging.
That's-
No,
Doesn't
no,
count.
Trey, I'm not talking about you. Trey, I'm not talking about
Okay,
you. I'm
good.
not talking about you. I'm not talking about you.
Okay.
Felix,
Top G in terms of
I'm mad
what?
at
In terms
him.
of money,
Minecraft
in terms
motherfuckers.
of knowledge, in terms of intellect.
He's on your chat crazy right now.
I mean, he's right though. I mean, guys, I don't know why y'all don't even disrespect Trent like
Bro,
that, bro. He's been on that.
Yesterday,
You want to talk about some OG shit, motherfuckers? Go to YouTube, you little thing, you jerk off to, you dumb motherfuckers.
Oh my
Watch that
God.
speech. I invented that
Bro.
shit. You guys are jerking your dicks off to right now, you dumb motherfuckers.
Chill
Suck my little
out.
dick, you dumb motherfuckers.
Bro.
Yeah, little dick. I said it, bitch. What's good? That shit's flaccid when it's small. That's
Yesterday-
right,
I'm
bitch.
sure.
What's good?
Yesterday, I had the top
Bunch of
G.
new wave mother.
the
No,
top G.
bunch of new wave posers. That's what it is. New wave posers. They
You're
think they know,
fighting
they don't know.
ghosts. You're arguing somebody. You're fighting. You're
What's
punching
happening right now?
aerials, man. Who are you talking about to? You're
Which chat, like,
Sorry, guys. I woke up the house.
Yo,
Aiden, get our fucking content and hurry the fuck up, bro. I got
All
a
right,
fucking catch.
I got you. I was waiting for
All
him
I'm
to call. I got
saying.
you.
So yesterday, I had the top G of beat making on Discord. I didn't feel any other way, man. This is whatever. They're here voluntarily, yo. It's not like I don't know. There's gonna be a bunch of top Gs. I feel like why is this guy more of a top G than somebody else? Like he's here right now. What top G of what?
Oh shit, Los, you ready?
oh my god, I don't know. XQC, it's a mistake, bro.
Hey, what were you saying, X? Repeat that.
I said
Yeah, what were
the
you
top
saying?
G of what?
Oh,
What is
no.
what?
Oh
what,
no.
What is Tate? The top G of what? It's a question.
Hello?
Sup? These people say you're the top G. The top G of what? Can we get a rundown first? An introduction?
I'm back at the right time. Hopefully I don't have any internet issues. It seems for some reason my internet's a bit slow, so let me know if it cuts in and out.
I broke the
You good right
internet.
now, you good?
Yeah, top G of broke internet. Well, I don't really feel, my friend, like I'm compelled to justify myself to you. If I
Can we
give
start
my,
with introductions first? Where are you from? What country?
are you talking to me?
Yes.
This whole panel feels strange. I don't know.
I'm trying to pinpoint the accent.
The energy is tense.
Yeah,
Is it
it's
South
kinda like,
African?
it's kind of like I've walked into a police interview. You know,
That's
it's
what
weird.
I'm
And
saying.
it's-
That's why I said to Aiden, I said, be careful when you bring him in. He might feel like he's getting ambushed.
Yeah, it's a weird thing because obviously Twitch is an online community, right? But I live in the real world. I'm not from this internet world. And in the real world, you talk to people, especially people who can destroy you, with respect. You say, "Oh, Andrew, can you please introduce yourself?" You don't come and say, "Hey, bro," like it's just an internet. It's weird.
Wait, what do you mean by destroy? Like, what do you
You
mean
mean
by
like beat his ass or like
if
you-
he
mentally destroy?
Life, men go through life and talk to each other with respect. I think that's how men interact with each other.
Yeah, but in my opinion, wouldn't you say that a respect between two men would be not making me be formal and you would just understand what I mean, right?
I
You would
think-
just get what
no,
I mean, right?
I think
When I
that
say,
being
yo, man,
polite-
where are you from? Like,
I think
you're
that
going to
being
say, hello,
polite-
sir. Can you please tell me where you're from, sir? Is that what you need?
No, I think that being polite and being formal is
I
something
think
you
I
do.
was being polite. I softened my voice and I said, hey, man, where are you from? Try and pinpoint the accent.
Okay, well, that's not how it sounded. It said, "Hey, stop! Tell me where you're from." So
Well, I have a deep voice, so people take it the wrong way very often.
Yeah, it's a thing. He gets people get real mad at him for that.
Just some advice for the real world. Anyway,
Believe me, I have 1 foot in the real world, brother.
only one.
Only one. 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
I'm half British, and I am half American. That's why the accent is.
It's like South American.
No. American.
Okay, so you were born in America.
I was born in the United Kingdom, but I've been back and forth between the two countries my whole life.
Okay, fair enough. Okay.
So that's the
Okay,
introduction.
Okay, sir.
Introduction. Andrew Tate is my name, everybody. Nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
I'm Felix. You call me X.
Okay, Felix.
My name's
So-
Tyler. You can call me Train.
I'm Silky. Just Silky.
Okay.
I'm
Cool.
also American.
Remember everything. Aiden messaged me and said, Andrew, quickly wake up. Someone disagrees with you. That's what.
Okay, a good introduction because that's it. That's how it is.
Who disagrees with me and on what?
I think at least me, I think I disagree with most things, but I don't know about Train though. I don't think he knows you that much. All I saw is a couple clips of you, and I didn't want to like Wikipedia whole search. I wanted to take the arguments and the takes for what they are, and not like where they come from or whatever. Just straight up face value. That's what you get.
Do you have something specific you disagree with me on?
Oh yeah, most of your women takes are bad.
Yeah, but you have to be specific because the burden of proof is on you. So.
Oh no, literally most of them.
Oh yeah, but you can't say literally most of them. This is a court of law, my friend. We have a judging panel and everything. You have to come along with
just
take that you disagree with and give your argument as to why it's not true. You can't just
Woman
say
can't drive.
Woman can't drive was one of them. Yeah, that was kind of weird.
So you don't think that men are overall better drivers than women?
No.
So when you see the worst parking you've ever seen in your life, you don't think it's more likely to be a female. It's just as equally likely to be a man in your view.
When I see oh yeah, exactly what you said. Yes.
Then that's your opinion. What's the argument?
Like I said, it's not. It doesn't have to be an opinion, right? That's your anecdotal evidence, which is like kind of a bias, right? When you want to bring out things like women can't drive, you're gonna go with stats, and your stats are off. You're just wrong about them.
No, everyone is firstly, when you talk about biases, absolutely everybody is biased to their own personal experiences, right? If I had been in 5 car crashes and all 5 of them were driven by women by coincidence, I'm going to be biased. I'm going to believe that women are less capable.
And then okay, fair enough.
We're all biased. And to sit here and pretend you're not biased and you're beyond biases is bullshit. That's the first thing. 'Cause we're all biased.
Okay, and then like a natural, good, educated human being, you're probably going to go on the internet and find some study that maybe you're right about it, and then you're going to figure out that you're wrong.
The study. Oh yeah, the internet study. Oh. Why didn't I think of just following the internet study?
You're right, because we could have gone fucking Tate's experience instead. Bro,
why do I ignore all my own personal experience and obey the internet study and get my 5th injection and just do everything the internet says?
You're right.
My personal experiences, females are not as capable of driving as males. That's my personal experience. You can't come along and tell me that's not true. So, and I don't give a shit. Study.
The next time we have a problem with science or some shit or physics, why go to the internet or talk to some experts? Let's go with ask Tate's experience on it, and we'll have the answer to it, right? You fucking sorry, no insults. That was just I got unhinged. Sorry for that.
It's fine. That's what Twitch does to people.
Yeah, that's pretty true. I'll give you that one. That's pretty true.
Conversation would be very different in person.
Well, that part's not true for me, at least.
Right? That's the internet, but that's fine. That's the internet. But my personal experiences dictate to me, as all of your personal experiences dictate to you, certain realities about the earth. And in my personal experience, every car crash I've been in, every time my car's been hit, the worst parking I've ever seen has always been by a female. Now, I'm not saying females are bad people. I'm saying they're better than men at other things. Men have, if you want to talk about internet studies, because you seem to believe internet studies for some reason, even though you can give me lies, you can give me big lies, you can give me statistics.
Don't dish Gallups. They one topic at a time.
No, studies are the biggest lies on earth. But if you want to talk about studies, it's been proven that females do not have the same kind of spatial awareness that men have. They do not have the reaction times that men have. They've not evolved. This has been studied and found. You want to talk about studies?
And yet males cause more crash accidents on the road than women.
Cool.
So they have less tools according to you and your studies. Yet they cause more accidents. But according to your experience, they cause more accidents. So you're right. So you are right, right?
Correct. And we have studies that conflict. And in my personal experience, I feel safer when a man is driving me than if a woman is driving me. That's my personal experience. If you want to sit here hoping that if you keep saying women can drive, you might get a girl, that's your decision. But in my personal experiences, that's not the case. I don't know why we're going to sit here and argue about it.
Perfect. Then in that case, then what you're saying is that since you're such a smart being, if you go to the casino and there's 60% red squares and 40% black ones, right? 60-40. You should bet on the 40% black ones because that's how you're going to make money. According to your analysis of these stats, right?
I don't truly understand the analogy.
And it's simple. It's very simple. Like I just said. According to your interpretation of the stats on the internet or whatever, right? You would bet on the 40% outcome instead of 60%. And you're saying this is a good bet.
Bro, I know, and I mean this with respect. I know, and I mean this with respect. I know the internet is your life, right? I don't use the internet for stats when I get into a car with a bitch. I don't go, okay, well, she's blonde. Let me look up the blonde chicks. Can they drive? Da-da. I get in a car and I look at her driving and go, and this bitch can't drive. That's what I do, right? And any man who's honest with himself has been in the car with a chick who's driving on some wild ass, crazy, texting on her phone, risking everyone's life. Every man knows I'm telling the truth.
Okay.
I know you can't say it.
Okay.
No, you don't want to get canceled. Blah, blah, blah.
Bro,
sit here and say, when you get in a car with a girl, you look up an internet study first. Shut up.
Bro.
What are you talking about?
Bro, what are you talking about? A bad driver on the road that you can see is a bad driver. I don't give a fuck if they're old, if they're missing both fucking hands, if they're a guy, if they're white, they're black. I don't give a fuck. That person can't fucking drive. They can't fucking drive. I don't say, oh, I'm gonna go to the study or I'm gonna do this to Andrew Tate. They can't fucking drive. Let me brake a little bit and fucking change lane, yo. You know I don't have a license, but yeah.
I'm gonna interject real quick into this one-on-one here, okay? Do all of you guys remember the example I gave about real life or like the real world versus the internet world?
Yeah.
Well, the example I gave about the word slut. You guys remember that?
Yeah.
I think I had that take exactly on point. In the real world, like I think when Andrew says what he's saying, right? Like, you know, the people get are like, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about, right? But in the internet world, everyone's very, very, very they're very exact, right? So when Andrew says women are bad drivers, the internet assumes that he's saying all women are bad drivers, women are terrible, women are fucking less than, right? So it just depends here. Are you talking like the real world talking where we understand what you're saying? Like when a rapper says all these girls are hoes, right? We know he's not saying all women are hoes. We know what he's talking about. When you go to the party, that one chick that's sleeping with all the dudes is a hoe, right? We get that comparison, but we know he's not saying that. So the real question here is, are you talking with the context of the real world only, where you're kind of just making that generalization, but you don't actually mean the generalization? You understand what I'm saying? Or are you actually a sexist? That's what the question is.
That's a very good question, and it's very professionally asked. So I like the way you've asked it. It's very professional.
Thank you.
No, you're completely and utterly correct. The way the rapper says that all women are hoes is an absolutely perfect analogy. I'm not saying there's not a female on the planet who can't drive a car. I'm not saying that.
That's fair.
I'm saying in general, if every man was honest with himself, if he were to ask him, what's the worst driving you've ever seen? What's the most uncomfortable you've ever been in a car? What's the worst parking you've ever seen? If you were to ask him and he was honest and he wasn't on the internet worried about getting canceled or trying to be correct or looking up statistics or any dumb shit, he'd probably say, I was in the car with this chick once and she nearly killed me. That is not saying women are bad creatures. I'm not saying all women drive that way. It doesn't mean that I don't think females should have a right to drive, etc. I'm saying in general, I think that men have faster reaction times. We are more interested in cars. We enjoy driving more. We pay more attention than women do. That is my experience.
So to hop in real quick, okay, the reason I could kind of predict that, Aiden and everyone else in here, is because I went through the same thing. I came from the real world, okay? And I had the 1 foot in, 1 foot out thing. It's why the people I got along with most were Call of Duty players, right? Because they had the same experiences as me. We partied, we went out, we had the college life, we had the, club life, and we gamed, right? So I understood that lingo, but I got in a lot of trouble for it, right? If you look at my speeches, I got banned. People said I'm sexist, misogynistic, because I spoke in that exact way. I assumed people were intelligent enough to understand the context in which I was saying these things. But the internet is not like that. The internet applies the worst case scenario, the worst possible context, and they will drill you for it.
Shran, you're fighting ghosts. You're fighting ghosts. Nobody's saying that right now. We're not in that right now. We're talking like...
This is why I could predict that he is talking in the real world on the internet. That's the issue. That's
Okay,
the disconnect.
you know, Train, I'm gonna go against you. I'm gonna say, you know whose fault that is? That is your fucking fault. Wanna know why? Because you are a bad communicator. If you can't communicate your thought properly, so people understand it for what it is, then you are lacking skill in communication to make your point what it actually is. That is your problem, not their problem. Your problem.
Real quick. I want to respond to that. Then take it going. Okay. X, as you know now, I communicate very well. Now, when I make my speeches or when I make my points, I don't just explain the real world side. I explain the 1,700 different possible worlds it could be analyzed in, it could be perceived as it could be perceived in. I explain it in every way possible because I have a platform now on the internet. So now I've become a better communicator, and I explain in every context.
Okay.
So yeah, that's my point is right now Tate is in his, it's the inception of it, right? On the internet from the real world.
Then tell me how he is. Then tell me how it is. Say, Tate, I think you are a bad communicator of your takes, and you are bad at dialogue. Say it like it is.
It's not a bad communicator.
Tell him then.
It's not a bad communicator. What it is it's an unawareness of the internet type of person. Do you understand? When you're never on the internet, you don't know. Like, I didn't know people like this existed. Do you understand? I didn't know they existed. So you can't fathom to even have the possible world to explain something in a way where
or
the
maybe
internet
he is aware, but he just doesn't give a fuck.
Okay. Then,
maybe that's the case.
Then, Trent, if you make a statement and you say women can't drive, okay, it doesn't matter what your audience is, right? It is a blanket statement.
Have you seen Nick Pullum's poll? Nick Pullum's poll on Funniest Streamer. Do you know why that is? Because when I'm in person, I make jokes like that. I go, must be a woman driver that caused that accident. I make jokes like that. Do I think all women? No, women are better drivers than I am. I'm a shit driver. These are the man.
These are joking context, yeah. But if you make a statement and you're serious,
that's why I'm asking.
Alone,
is he just making that generalized kind of stereotypical joke,
okay,
or is he truly
ask him
sexist?
Then.
That's what I'm asking. I asked him. He said no. He said he's not a sexist. He's making that generalized joke statement.
Okay. Then when you don't have a dialogue with somebody and it's a monologue and you're alone and you go on camera and you say, women can't drive, without no precision, without no saying, oh, exception is exception, without going down the list of why it's a joke or whatever the fuck, you think it's a good thing? You think you being a good communicator, you go along and say, women cannot drive, and the segment.
It's wrong. No, here's the part.
Does he own that?
Wait. I got to respond to he's talking to me. I have a responsibility. Just trust me here. I apologize for interrupting you, but just hear me out here, okay? X, yeah, I believe, listen, I don't think he has the experience on the internet yet to understand why he is in the wrong to make. I think there's a dramatization, right? I think he is intelligent and is aware of what he's doing. It's a dramatization for these dumb fucks in the chat that sit there and say, fuck yeah. It's a dramatization.
Okay, Train, let's run an exercise.
So for that,
say a statement like that, but instead replace.
I think it's wrong.
Hey, Train.
For that, I agree with you.
Okay. Then if you're ready to prove your own point, then right about the severity of it. How about you make a same statement for the same topic or another one about black people? Go ahead. Do it now. Do it.
But why would we do that?
I made that point earlier. About the consistency argument.
I'm just saying. I'm saying if it's not bad, because it's a joke because it's a woman joke.
I said the dramatization of the too far jokes is for the dramatization to get people in. And I said that part is wrong. And I do have a consistency. You ask Nick Pullum, in front of him, I make those jokes. I make all kinds of jokes about everything and everyone. Believe that. You ask Nick Pullum, he'll go live right now and say I do. I do.
X, why don't you ask Tate if you would say that about a race or something like that? A generalization like that about a joke about a race or ethnicity or something.
Right, listen.
Could have asked him right now. Ask me.
Let's understand my ethnicity.
Question.
So I'm half black, half white, right? That's my ethnicity. So we understand my ethnicity. I made a joke an hour ago with one of my cousins, because half my family's black, half my cousin's white. And he said he wanted to go free diving. It's where you dive down in the water and you go deep with no scuba equipment with the sharks or some shit. And I said, bro, that's what white people do that shit. I'm too brown for that. I'm not going with the sharks. I just made a joke. There. Oh no. Cancel me. Who gives a fuck? When I make a statement, bro, listen, when I make a statement, maybe you do. Maybe you have all the fucking time in the world to sit on the internet, my friend. But when I make a statement, I don't have time to say, in my personal experience, I don't believe women can drive. However, I understand that some women can drive, and I'm not saying all women can't drive, and I know women who can drive, but in my personal experience, the bad driving I've seen was most likely committed by women that I don't talk like a fucking geek.
Fair enough.
I say women can't drive. Now,
Okay.
if that upsets geeks like you, cool, whatever. Because geeks, I don't give a fuck. That's what I say. If it upsets people, tough. That's my personal experience. You're gonna have to get the fuck over it.
Then-
That's life.
all right,
and
then-
if you want to say I'm a bad communicator, once again, that's your prerogative. But I would disagree. I think I'm a very good at communicating. That's the only reason I'm even fucking here. It's the only reason I'm even on the internet. It's because when I talk, people listen. So I must be doing something right.
I mean, it's easy to dog whistle to fucking misogynist. That's really easy. It's one of the easiest things out there. Preaching to the choir, that's so easy to get a following doing that. Hey, you hate women on these points and these points. It's gonna be easy to stack them up like fucking easy. Holy shit!
is true.
I
That is true.
built a fucking world of a community based on being toxic. It's the easiest thing in the world. Way easier than being good and being nice.
I'm a very good, nice person.
Surely.
By saying that, I think that men are more capable of driving than women. It does not make me a bad person or a not nice person.
Right.
It means that if I get a car and it's snowing and it's late at night and it's dark, I'm gonna drive. I'm not gonna let some 18-year-old chick drive. I'm gonna fucking drive because I like staying alive. And let me tell you something.
Funny
There's
you bring that up because last time that you talked about car accidents or whatever, and then you brought stats. You said that, well, it's because the males may be doing more accidents because they're young, right? So even if your own example, right, you would actually prefer having a young female driver, not a young male, according to you. That's what you said last time on the fucking podcast. Then it is exactly what you said.
what?
I'm
You said
using
that.
your words against you. You said that, oh yeah, males do more crashes when you're young because yeah, they're young and excited, whatever. You just said I wouldn't let a young girl drive my car. Then you would let.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying, be consistent about it. If you can,
Listen, let me tell you something, my friend. There's a cognitive dissonance. There's some serious damage that the internet's doing to society. I spoke about it on Aiden Ross on his podcast. And I spoke about how the internet as a whole has changed the world. I'm old enough to see it.
Yeah.
And one of the ways it's changed the world is when there are certain beliefs, there are certain paradigms which are not allowed to be punctured, certain parameters which are set by the matrix in which you must pretend certain things are true. People ignore their own eyes and their own ears because they are afraid of upsetting the matrix. And my point is that a person like you, and I mean this with respect, I'm not here to argue with you, this is a professional debate. A person like you whose entire income, personality, his importance, his ego, everything relies on a Twitch account. If you lose it, you ain't shit. If you lose it, you ain't shit. And the problem is that you could be in 10 car crashes driven by 10 different women, and you will still not come here and say women can't drive as well as men because you are afraid. You are not non-biased. You are sitting here inside of parameters that you must conform to or you don't exist. I don't give a fuck. That's the difference between you and me. That's why I say
I
things
know what
other
it
people
means.
don't.
I don't know what it means. The last part. I mean, you talk about the matrix and the systems or whatever the fuck, but the only reason why you're relevant or cool in the real world is because you have money. Talk about the matrix, the fucking currency, and you think you're the top G because of that, and it makes you more important than other people who have value to society.
I'm not only the top G because I have money. In fact, I think I talked about this with Aiden Ross as well. I talked about how money is an amplifier. Money alone will not make you significant or important. I talked about how money will amplify.
Then what-
I was the before I was rich.
Okay, then-
I was the man before I was rich, and then I got rich on top. That's it's amplified me. That's all it's done. It hasn't changed who I am. There's plenty of people with lots of money who ain't shit.
Okay, so because of the vehicle of my message is Twitch, it's devalidated.
It's not that it's devaluated at all, my friend. I think that Twitch is a fantastic.
Invalidated.
And you're meeting lots and lots of people, and I'm here on Twitch as well myself. My point is that you exist inside of parameters. The people who rely on the system will always fight to defend the system. The parameters are set in a way which you cannot be completely and utterly honest, even if your personal experience tells you so. We don't even have to talk about driving. We can talk about anything. We can talk about the last 3 years where you walked around and didn't see a single sick person, and you had to pretend that you were supposed to be scared inside of your house because the parameters have told you if you say anything else, you lose your entire life. And your life is online. This is the reality. Not most people are not allowed to say what they think.
Okay, this works both ways though. It's not because you have harsher takes and crazier takes that this doesn't apply to you. I feel like you preach to the choir to fucking incels. Literally, that's like your bread and butter. Okay. Literally. So by extent, you try not to go against these opinions because you're gonna lose these people. Like that's just how it is.
So that's an interesting point of view, and we'll go into it in a second. But first things first, I want to clarify because, as I said, I'm a professional, and this is a professional debate. My takes are not harsh or extreme. Every single man, every single sports club, every single football team, every single group of men sitting around having a drink will make a joke about how women can't drive. Every single fucking one. So to sit here and pretend I have some extreme view is bullshit. It may be extreme on the internet where people are afraid.
I broke internet, just lagged out.
Yeah, GG.
Oh my god, this is getting really good too. Hold on. I'm gonna say internet.
Yo, X, how you feeling during this halftime report? How you feeling about this
I'm
conversation?
okay. I just feel like
I'm not gonna lie,
No.
X, he's kind of debunking you right now. I'm not gonna lie.
I look at
He's not debunking.
He back?
I'm only questioning. I haven't even started making takes and saying things. I'm really just questioning his.
I
He's
really
not
wanna see- I
he's
really
not
wanna see
debunking
your-
I'm
X.
questioning. I'm not even making statements yet.
He's not
Okay,
debunking X, but there's a couple points he brings up that I feel like I do preach about PG-13 streamers and the parameters set by Twitch and the general public that make the PG-13ers say things when I know for a fact they don't feel them. But they say them because they can't lose their job or their income from
It's
the
not
stupid ass
mutually
Overwatch
exclusive. You cannot
It
prove a
is.
statement. You cannot prove a statement is being made because of the fucking loss of income or whatever the fuck. Because I would have way more proof of
No,
the
not
exact
you, though, but
opposite.
It doesn't apply to you, X. It doesn't apply to you.
okay,
It applies to what. Yeah, I preach it toward the PG-13ers, right? The ones that glue smiles on their fucking faces and act robotic and virtue signal on every fucking avenue, right? Like, we know they're human beings at the end of the day, right? Yeah, it's those that I preach that against, right? I don't think it's right. Like, I think what he's saying about that is correct. I don't think it should be applied to you, though, because I know you're just like me. You speak your fucking mind. If we get banned, we get banned. We eat that fucking ban, right?
Yeah, okay.
We speak our mind.
In that regard, after
There's nothing
But
that
what
you
if
guys
it- what
hold
if it's-
back
what if
at
it's just
all.
that
There's
person's
nothing.
belief,
fuck
though?
no. Why would I?
Do you watch my streams, those Poyos? Do you watch them?
Dude,
There's a
you
reason
know what?
every
You
PG
know I watch your. I'm saying
Those
like
motherfuckers hate me, bro. Every
you're
PG
saying that
13er
there's
hates me.
nothing. I'm saying there's nothing that you've ever had to hold back on.
The
at all.
only thing I
Bro.
hold back on are the jokes that Nick Poland has said. If I could say on stream, I'd be the funniest streamer on the planet. It's my jokes. The jokes I hold back because the jokes are the only things I hold back. But my views and my opinions, I say them straight out and I'm hated.
Now, I for sure had to hold back on some
Okay,
of that
the
jokes.
the reality is when you're
I
live
feel
like
we've
20.
all had to hold back on
hold on.
jokes and
Yeah,
certain
everybody
things.
gotta hold back.
Jokes,
We
yeah.
all hold back, bro. Come on, we all do.
Only for jokes.
Yeah,
not
like
my
if you're
political
saying
views.
no, that's kind of like.
no,
I mean,
for
yeah,
jokes,
but jokes,
yes.
not your opinion.
not
No.
everything,
I
not
say
everything,
some
for jokes.
crazy
For
shit
jokes.
online.
I hold
and
back
my-
inappropriate shit. Like sometimes I want to scratch my balls and pull my cock out because I like having my balls out sometimes when I'm off stream. I don't
Exactly.
pull my balls out on stream. So yeah, I am holding back, I guess, but not in ways that are not morally or fucking like that don't align. Like I don't know.
My political views, my opinions on others, I don't hold back. Jokes,
Right.
yes, sexist jokes, borderline racist jokes, yes, I hold those back because we live in a society. And before the chat, listen, chat, y'all got no right. Y'all got no right to sit here and say, why do you hold back on jokes? You are the ones that cancel all of us for it.
Facts.
You're the
Yeah,
ones
that's
that
true.
cancel
Actually,
us.
that's
You
true.
hypocrites.
That's
That's
true.
true, to be honest.
That's
You
true.
cancel us
That's
for it.
true.
You're the ones that
Don't
Bro,
go out there and
bro.
say
The people watching are the
Okay,
ones
okay.
that
You
don't
cancel
care.
us.
Okay, I agree. I even agree even more. Sometimes I feel like I'm about to make a joke that I heard one day. I don't even know what the foundation of that joke is. I just want to say it to farmer lols, right? I want to be a funny moment for others, and I don't fucking understand the joke. I want to say that. Of course I can't, because you're gonna get canceled, and whatnot, right? But that's
So then you do hold shit back though. You do.
so I guess yeah, you do hold shit back. Sometimes I want to fucking jerk off, and I don't do it on stream because I get banned. So yeah, I'm holding back.
No, bro.
Nah, not back. No. He's saying like
That's-
saying some shit.
Why would you have the impulse to jerk off on stream? That's not the same as
He's
telling
giving
a
an
joke.
example. He's giving an example, bro.
I'm just saying, like,
Well, it's not whataboutism either. I'm just saying there's a lot of things that you do hold back that are inappropriate. Just like in the real world, when you have a real conversation with somebody, you hold back certain things that are just
It's not
kind of
about
weird.
being inappropriate. It's
yeah,
more
but
so
I've never
Okay.
been
about,
having
like,
a conversation with someone and wanted to jerk off.
Okay,
Like, I'm not a
okay.
psycho.
Another example then. I go to a party. Okay, I go to a party
crazy.
and I meet this group of people, and this girl has gigantic titties, and I'm a big titty guy. I look at it. I want to say, oh my god, these are huge tits. I like them a lot. I want to say that. Yeah. Okay. Well, so what? I want to say that. I don't say that ever.
fucking horny.
So I am holding back.
Oh my god, why are you so horny, bro?
I don't know. I
Mad
just.
horny though.
Hold on. That's different
Every
though.
example you're giving
No,
is so
that's different,
horny.
though.
Yeah, that was
Listen,
mad horny.
There's holding back.
Gosh.
There's holding back because of maturity,
look at your phone.
situational awareness, context, shit like that, right? And there's holding back because of society's current day closed-minded awareness that they believe is woke, right? Like those are the two differences, right? Jerking off or telling a chick she has fat titties and you want to suck them, like that's a maturity thing you hold back because you know it's not appropriate and it's not respectful, right? That has nothing to do with being real or fake. That's why real and fake when you grow up is not black and white like it is when you're fucking 15 years old. And that's why a lot of the chat can't understand that, right? What we're talking about are parameters that cause certain streamers to be censored because they'll get deplatformed, and the main viewer bases will try to destroy them and rip them apart. Two different things.
I've talked to Destiny about this, and he had a very good point about this. Okay, I'll tell you why this shit works like that. Okay, I've preached about this before, and I said it once. I'll say it again. Okay, the problem with these things, okay, is that. When you have people that are literally anti-woman or anti-whatever race or whatever, right? And you make certain statements, right, that you know somehow are intricate and funny in a way, and you have to explain, right? And you think that you're saying, oh, dude, women can't drive, ha? And the chat says, ha, ha, ha. People say, ha. But you know for a fact, a decent portion of people out there are like, yeah, fuck, they can't drive, fucking women, right?
He gave you trauma.
No, don't give a fuck. That's how it is. You are literally empowering people that are dog shit, validating them, making it do more, and these people are empowered by that. That's the problem. It has a good and as an influencer or as a platform, you're empowering that. You're giving them validity. That's the problem.
There's two things that need to be made clear though.
When you say, "Oh, just slap that fucking woman." Yeah, fuck the woman. Fucking slap that girl.
Hold on.
But guys, but it was a joke. Guys, but it was a joke though.
Hold on.
But it was a joke. So we're all good. We're all good though. It was a joke.
Hold on. I want to say this, okay? So there's two things that need to be made clear, okay? Yes, you're right in that sense. I think there needs to be a responsibility to explain the context like I do and that like I've learned to now, right? But the second thing that needs to be made clear is this is a story as old as fucking time, okay? All of us can relate to this back in class, right? If the teacher gave us, let's say, no fucking test today, there was always that one dumb motherfucker, that fucking fat fucking cocksucker that ruined it for everybody, fucking did something or said something, and the teacher's like, oh, he ruined it, test for everybody. So listen, here's what needs to be made clear. It's not that the majority of who he's preaching to are incels. It's that there is going to be a small percentage of incels that don't understand what the majority of the group that's listening to him, he doesn't understand the context of it because he is actually an incel. He is actually a sexist, right? That small percentage.
Yes.
So here's the thing. It's not that he's preaching to a general huge population of incels. It's that he has to go above and beyond and ruin the time of the greater population that understands it's a joke and be clear for the small percentage of incels and actual sexists.
If that's what you have to do,
understand?
If that's what you have to do to stop, if that's the caution it takes in your dialogue to prevent people from doing crazy shit out there, right? Then so fucking be it. If that's the price for people to die less often and batting less abuse in the fucking household, then so fucking be it. I don't give a fuck.
Like that. Listen, if those people already like that,
X is right.
and they're gonna be like that no matter what, bro.
But listen,
Los, it doesn't matter if Tate is saying something or not.
Los,
you can't change Tate. He's already
Los, listen. X is right, okay? All Tate has to do is add one line in there that gives that hint where he doesn't support that extreme sexism. That's it. You just make it clear you're not supporting sexism or misogyny. You make that clear, and the jokes are not going to be taken this way by people like X or whoever else. That's it. You just add one line in there, and that's it. If you don't add that, listen. If you don't, wait, real quick, X. Here's the part I don't agree with, okay? If you don't add that line, listen, Tate clearly is smart enough and aware enough and has gone through enough in life to understand when you don't add that line, you're going to get more viewers. Do you understand? So he doesn't want to give that line, not because he believes he's not doing what we're saying he's doing. He doesn't want to give that extra line because he's going to lose maybe 2% viewership, and he doesn't want to lose that. Do you understand?
Yeah,
and that is the issue I have.
Exactly. It's why I thought it was ironic that he speaks of the Matrix when it comes down to us losing income, whatever the fuck. When he actually partakes in that Matrix for the attention or money that he gets with his rants, knowing very well that he doesn't mean it in a certain way, but gains more by saying that for the people who are like that. He's part of that same Matrix. He's like delusional that he doesn't. That's delusional.
Yeah, but it's like an illusion. Like he doesn't want to lose the illusion. Like
then he's deluded and needs some help. Like we all do.
Certain points. He
knows what he just doesn't care.
Then when he comes back into the call, tell him you're a clown and you're acting in ways to gain it, and you're part of the Matrix. Dumb fuck. Say him. Tell him.
The shit that you said about like, oh, what about Borat, who's like clearly like an offensive character?
Yes.
But like it's like for entertainment. Like why can't we just look at this guy as like just entertainment? Why does it have to be so deeply dissected? Like, it's not. He's
If
not,
he
it's
was
not
like that for
real.
entertainment, he wouldn't be here then.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Because
Like me personally, I look at it. I don't watch it religiously, but I look at it as I don't take this nigga serious. It's entertainment.
Nah, bro, you just said it, bro. There has to be a balance,
I do not
bro.
care.
xQc, not
You just
everybody
said
can be
it.
as positive as you, bro. It's facts. Not everybody can be as positive as you.
What you just said is
I will-
100% true.
Positivity.
That's what I'm saying.
I
bro.
will
He's a
gladly
character, bro.
lose. I will
He's a
gladly.
character, and it's like, don't get
You
baited
went
into
up,
then let's
being
all close the
positive.
call.
doing your thing. You went up being toxic.
Then
That's him.
let's not even be here and just close the call and get the fuck
No,
out of there.
okay,
There's no point being here then. There's no
there's
point. No, I'm not kidding.
thousands and mil-
There is
there's
no point
thousands and millions of
being
people
here
like
then.
you spreading a good message, and me seeing Tate troll or what the fuck he's doing, I'm not gonna feel the need to like, oh my god, you're a fucking terrible person.
Okay, then I'd rather spend my time doing other shit than empower fake dog shit messages that are translating to comedy for entertainment while
Yes, that's why we
causing
have-
real life
Have you seen-
damage.
yo, wait,
to people.
I'll give a good
I will
example.
lose on it. I don't give a fuck. I don't
Wait,
need
wait,
the
wait,
content
I'll
that
give a
much.
great
I don't
example.
need it.
That's why we have you to watch you to when we want to be serious and we're being dead ass. We listen to
That's
a
what I
nigga
wanna
like,
see
like a
it. It's
motherfucker
good
like
debate.
xQc.
Yeah.
Hey, I have a good example. The same actor who did Borat, he has a show called like This Is America or something, right?
Yes.
And he has like 4 different characters.
Yes.
That are clearly like psychotic. Like there's like a racist dude. There's like
Yes.
a guy who loves guns and all this stuff,
Absolutely,
right?
100%.
He's playing a character for entertainment. What? Nobody's like mad at him because there's like, dude. But I get what you're saying. You could like, you don't know if Tate is like himself or playing a character. That's why you even are wanting to debate him.
Okay, you're comparing that you're literally comparing it like a pro with it's his entire life went to comedy school, some shit. The whole thing's comedy. He does skits for big corporate companies and makes a dark joke about Asian people, whatever the fuck. You're comparing that guy to the Modern Warfare 2 lobby guy that says no. And you're comparing these two guys like, oh yeah, that was the joke though. What this guy in my Modern Warfare lobby, such a comedian. What a good intricate joke he did right there. What a good comedian.
He's on podcasts and show, and he's not a random guy.
What? Yes, in those topics, in those area, is he known to fucking debate to a high degree with intellectual people? No, he's not.
Becoming known, dude. How did he get known? How did we all see it? We all saw a clip of him saying some crazy shit, and then and people laughed at it. That's how we all have first seen this guy.
To be fair to X's argument, I actually saw him the first time ever on Aiden's stream last
me
stream.
Too. I'm not gonna lie, me too.
That's my first time.
Okay.
And what was he talking about? He was
that
saying
was your first time
crazy
ever hearing about
That was
Tate?
my
You guys
first
don't get
time.
it. You guys don't get it.
No, not hearing. Because everyone in my chat goes, "Oh, you're literally Twitch's version of Tate," and I used to take it as because all I used to hear was like incel this, incel that. I'm like, the fuck you guys talking about, right? So the first time I actually heard him speak was on your stream, but I've heard his name because people compare me to him for some reason.
Right.
Guys. This to me, this show you could call it at 5 a.m. in the morning. To me, that's like a little bit of a behind the scenes. Okay, I'm not talking to chat. I'm not doing Christian to entertain them. I'm not doing the monkey dance. Okay, we're just here fucking talking. To me, that's the behind the scenes. When you say that Borat guy, he goes on the news often, right? And he has interviews. Does he go on crazy, insane rants like that? No. He shows up and talks like a fucking normal motherfucking human being and says normal shit. And says, that character is very racist. Yeah, it's my character. I work on that. I did research for that. I do that for a fucking living. But right now I'm talking about, and to me I would expect when he comes here, he's just talking. But you guys say, oh no, he's going on crazy rants because it's a character. What the fuck is that? It's not.
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean by the monkey dance? What do you mean by the monkey dance?
The monkey dance.
Hold on, Top G is back. Hold on.
Yo.
Yeah. What's up, Top G?
Did just fucking go for a run, bro?
Something's wrong with my internet. I don't know why.
It's brokey.
Is there bad Wi-Fi over there?
Brokey internet.
It is. What?
Can you hear me now, though? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So where were we?
I don't remember. It was fuck. Again, reiterate, because we were talking when you went out there.
I believe before he lagged out, you were giving the example of how before he gave the example that the male accidents that are high are young males, and he gave an example that he wouldn't hop in a car with an 18-year-old chick, and you said that he's countering or he's being hypocritical and being contradictory to his previous statement that young men cause accidents. The majority of male accidents.
Georgiana?
Is that your maid?
No, it's a masseuse. Georgiana, can you bring my sunglasses, please? I don't know where they are.
Right. She's like, why is he talking to me like that? He didn't talk to me like that off camera, bro. What the fuck?
So what were we talking about?
That's fact. Yeah. He definitely apologizes to her and says,
yo, be real. When the camera goes off, your apology like, yo, I'm
he
sorry, I'm speaking to you that way.
And takes care of her off camera. None of this shit.
I'll give you a good tip today. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Dude, that internet lag, that's what could set this skit up for sure.
Wait, who that?
Yeah, who down the right? Who down the right?
Yeah, we gotta.
Oh my God, who is that?
Oh, nah, never mind. You gotta know.
Yo, X, cover your eyes, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
So what were we arguing about?
Yo,
Look at this guy, bro. Look at this guy, bro. This nigga swear he cool as shit, bro.
This man's a GTA character.
Bro, look at this nigga, bro.
Well, it's not organized. I had the massage planned, but Aiden messaged me. So obviously she has to do it while I work. That's how it goes.
Okay. Interesting. I don't know what we're arguing about. I don't know. I think we're going off the deep end. Yeah, but I think you said something about the Matrix, and you said that my income depends on me acting a certain way, so I preach the choir type of shit. When I said that I genuinely think that you have your own Matrix in that regard, and you do the same for your views and your things. That's how it is.
Well, I think that different people appeal to different people. That's fine. That wasn't the point I was making at all. The point I was making at all is that you are not allowed to have a controversial opinion. I am. That's the point I was making. The point I was making is that I do not need the internet to be rich or to be significant. So I don't give a fuck. I've been banned 1,000 times. I'll be banned 1,000 times more. And it doesn't even cross my mind. My point is, respectfully, if you were to conclude through your own personal experiences, if you were to come to a conclusion which you know the parameters of the Matrix see is controversial, you still wouldn't even fucking say it. Because it's all risk and no reward for you. That's why I'm saying that for you to sit here and disagree with everything I say, I understand why you're doing it.
Okay.
I also understand why you will ignore your own eyes and your own ears and your own personal experiences. You'll ignore them completely because it doesn't benefit you to talk the truth. You will sit here and you will repeat the new thing, the new speech. You will say what you were supposed to say. That is we all have different.
Oh my God.
Yo, this
Damn. Bro, why does he just go into his fucking...
hot.
Bro, why is his internet so fucking bad?
He lives at RPT.
What's that?
He lives at RPT.
I know what that is, RPT.
Yo.
Well, we can't see anymore. Yeah, I mean, I was gonna argue that what are you saying? It just doesn't really make sense. Like it's like a
X2, are you the one booting him?
The RPT Wi-Fi. Yeah.
Dude, I think that you're trying to argue with him and it'll never work.
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
Because he's never gonna sit there and like admit like, oh, you're right. Like that's not his character. He's never gonna say you're right.
I ain't gonna lie.
Well, then,
I
like I said,
when polar opposites. Like you guys are
then if we know it's a character, why are we even here and talking about this shit? We should talk about how women should do this and that and have fun with some bullshit fucking comedy skit. And why the fuck are we doing this anyway then?
I mean, his whole thing right now is like he's free and he's not held by the internet.
If every time I win an argument, you say he only said this argument for entertainment, and because it's content or wacky or whatever the fuck.
Well, what if it's not for entertainment though?
Oh man, I mean, Lowe's said that absolutely 100 it was. So why bother?
I thought all of this is supposed to be entertainment, like everything.
I mean, it's entertaining in its own way. The fact that it's kind of real to a certain point is also making it more entertaining.
Yeah, it is kind of like I believe Tate believes all this shit, but all the extra shocking fucking clips that you see, it's entertainment. Like it's pure entertainment. But what he's speaking right now, like
I think it's a bigger exaggeration of the truth. Like literally, the big exaggeration of his truth.
Like I said, the fact that it has a portion of real, right, or a good amount of it, it's what's even more entertaining. That's kind of how it works. Why is a prank good to watch on YouTube? Because it's real. The faker the pranks get, the less it's consumable, and you like watching it. And a fucking story. It has to be somewhat authentic, right? Except you're saying that this guy's entire rants and all of his takes are all prefabricated for maximum entertainment, and none of it is real, which I think is a complete fucking, it's an absolute oversight.
The Matrix doesn't want me to... Can't you see?
We could see, yeah.
Someone's shutting me down.
No, Andrew's saying that the Matrix, which I agree, does not want him to talk. I agree because like it's shutting him down all the time.
W translator, Aiden. W translator, bro.
I'm not dick sucking, Silky. Somebody stopping the fucking connection.
You're putting it all in there, bro. Just chill. Chill.
Okay.
Dumb shit, bro.
Telling me it's agents.
Maybe we could talk about another topic, and then maybe it's gonna be less controversial and be less Matrixers somehow.
Less.
Bro, I don't get it. Don't
open to discuss anything. I was told that you disagree with everything I say, so I'm just here.
Yeah, most things. I mean, some of the motivational shit or whatever the fuck, it's like reiterated stuff that you hear on fucking billionaire self-help books or some shit, which are fine. I think I agree with a lot of them. I'm not gonna fucking dick ride and say that I agree with the rest of them, because that's what people do, you know? You say a lot of true shit and you slip some dog shit in the middle, and then people will take it as a truth, which is fair, to be honest.
Well, I don't try and slip dog shit into my views. My views are my views, and they're based on my personal experiences, and I don't try and slip dog shit in. I don't attempt to do that on purpose. I don't think it's dick riding to agree with everything someone says either. I don't think it's dick riding to agree with people. The internet's, like I said, I'm new to all this space. It's weird. It's a weird place. Like if I were to come along and say I 100% agree with all of the things that X man says, people are going to insult me for that. I'm not saying I agree with every single thing about his being, but the things he says on the internet, I may agree with all of them. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, I see. I also agree with that. I also agree that this new this thing of meta of saying, "Oh, dick ride" or whatever, because you generally agree with all the takes. It just so happened to it. People say dick riding. That's fucking stupid. I also agree. Okay, but other than that, though, I just feel like a lot of times, like I said, I agree with some of your good takes, right, about things that are motivational, whatever the fuck, right? Whenever you just slip in some garbage, right? It happens a lot. And
hold on. X, you might have.
DC'd? You think he DC'd?
Tate, look at him. Look at him, bro. He's done, bro.
Don't be weird. Don't be fucking weird. I'm not backpedaling. I said the same thing over and over. I said it again over and over again. I said this over and over again. I will keep saying it.
Hey, man.
The emotional takes are.
Aguilado X.
What?
That's cap, bro. Like if you like that's what I'm saying. Like Aiden will deliberately agree with anything a certain person says, and that's dick riding.
It's why I'm here. So I'm here to bring a bit of balance.
How am I dick ride? What did I say tonight that was dick
because last time
you just said that the Matrix doesn't want him to bro.
I'm trolling, bro. Like, do I really think the Matrix is stopping this shit? No. Bro, I'm trolling, bro. Come on.
No, I think even last time in the fucking dating show, whatever the fuck. A lot of times you are kind of dick riding it. When you nod your head and you say yes, it's kind of like soft, but it's still there.
I feel like Aiden's just easily persuaded.
Yes, he is.
I don't mind Aiden.
I think the motherfucker talking just has to sound like he knows what he's talking about. Aiden be like, oh,
yeah, bro. I don't mind Aiden. I think he does it so the people fucking give us some entertainment, motherfucker. Okay, I'm sure he doesn't like some of the songs, some of the rappers that come on the stream a lot, and he thinks they're dog-shit songs, right? Because they're good and www, so they come on the show and they fucking talk to him for a little bit. Okay, and that's okay too. I don't see a problem with that. That's fine.
Dick riding, xQc, that is a form of dick riding. If you personally think a rapper is trash. And you still bring him on the platform because your fans think it's fire. That's dick riding.
It's why I don't do that, because I would assume a person that thinks
he's not coming back. He said tonight though. He said tonight though.
Okay, a person. Okay, so why my takes about music are clear. This guy makes bad songs, and I like his music. And you know what? You know, dude. I would appreciate it if they would still come on the stream to talk about other shit or about the music or whatever. Yeah, because it's still a good conversation. We don't.
To be fair,
I'm not bringing no rapper on my stream that I think the music is trash, bro. I'm sorry.
Why not?
Hold on.
I'd love that.
Unless if it's to debate about the trash music, I wouldn't know.
Nah,
disagree.
That is so inexperienced. That is so young. Listen, bro, a rapper isn't just his music. You could like the dude as a person and just not fuck with his music.
That's different,
right?
Okay, yeah, that's
talking to somebody who's successful in his own field and his own way is interesting.
But if you clearly don't like their music and then you get in, oh my god, this is
no, play me some new, some of your new shit. You fucking with it like, oh.
No, I can't lie to my.
No, he said he's gonna try one more time. He's gonna try one more time. Hold on.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna holla at y'all though. I'm about to go to sleep. I ain't gonna lie, I'm too tired.
Okay, I need to, bro.
I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all.
Bro,
X, you staying? I can get it back in here. You staying?
Yeah, bro. Well, I wish you guys understood how many teams I've made for tournaments with people that I actually think that are bad players or bad streamers, and I tell them I don't give a fuck. I was with the problem is I don't watch or consume your content because I don't enjoy it. Why did you take that as a personal attack? Oh my god, every people that are around in my industry need to like my shit and like watching my bro. Why do you have to? You don't. People have very specific takes. I would feel insulted if somebody came in here and said you like my content just to connect with me, right? Just to connect with me, they said they like my shit. I'm more insulted by that than somebody who's saying that they don't like my content.
I mean, it's true. I think it's more so like, let's say I don't like Drake music and Drake wants to be on my stream. I'm not gonna change up. Yo, I like Drake music. I'm like, no, he's still kind of mid to me, but we could talk about it on the stream. We could talk about it.
Who's mid to you? Wait, you broke up a little bit. Who's mid to you?
Drake is not mid. Drake isn't mid. I was just a hypothetical.
Oh, okay. I was just checking.
Hypothetical, you know.
Yeah, I was just saying.
Bro, like last time I spoke with was it Lil Uzi, Vert, even on the stream, and I talked for him a little bit, right? And some of his songs, I fucking love them. Some of his songs, I don't like them at all. I don't even listen to it twice. I don't even to half the song.
He does not make bad songs.
I think some of them are pretty bad. And a story. Not
Uzi has some.
I just don't like them.
Uzi got misses, but they're not bad.
Most of his songs are good.
Yeah.
If I don't listen to your song twice, in my opinion, it is not a good song in my perspective. And a story doesn't mean that. It's a miss. No, a miss to me is not a good song. If it's a miss, it's not a good song.
Not miss. I use the wrong word. Mid. Mid's the word I use. Mid.
So you don't think Uzi has a single miss? Like, oh, that shit was actually trash. I can't listen to it ever again.
Of course. No, not trash. I'm gonna be honest. I love Uzi. He's like one of my favorite artists. I'm very biased. Like J. Cole, like Travis, like Drake. I'm very biased when it comes to those artists. I'll be honest. Drake's newest album, I didn't like it that much. I like 2 songs off it. So.
I liked it a lot. I liked a bunch of songs off of it. And you know what? A lot of his other shit from the past, I didn't like it. Chat knows this. I didn't like his old songs. A bunch of them. But some of them that go into like a start from the bottom. Now I always hated that song. A lot of his popular songs, I don't like. A lot of his new stuff, I actually like for once. So who cares?
Drake's last album, I feel like it's just really good beats and really good background music.
No,
I'm used to a lot of quality.
It's good for like clubs and
sonically, all type of different ways. Not just this is a fire beat and a fire fucking rhythm, right? Like, nah, it was too. For Drake standards, it wasn't giving me what I need.
Okay, well, a lot of rap music I don't like. A lot of hip hop music I don't like you guys like them. I like a lot of stuff, and I like a lot of it more like fucking EDM shit sometimes, and I have other tastes. And that album was a cool mix, and it was like a breath of fresh air into what I didn't know Drake did, and I enjoyed it for that. For that effect, I enjoyed it, and to me that's enough to make a good album.
Have you been to a rave, X?
Yeah, I used to go to rave all the time when I was 18.
To concerts?
All the time, like crazy amounts.
That's fire.
Nah, but I mean, shit.
I used to go to after hours all the time. Things that start at 3 a.m. and at noon.
Damn. Hell no. What?
That's crazy. What the fuck? Wait, 3 in the morning to noon?
They start at 3 a.m. and they close at noon.
Bro, have you heard the story of me doing meth?
Oh?
Bro, I stayed up 7 days. 7 days.
What did you feel?
Green, you've done meth.
Is this Destiny?
Back when I was 20. Back when I was 20 years old.
You did it once?
Yeah. I was hooked on heroin for 4 years, and I did meth once. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. But, dude, meth was crazy. Listen, bro, here's what happened, okay? But guys, don't do drugs ever. But pretty much, listen, here's how you know that shit's fucked up.
Yeah.
So it was like, I still mix up the days a little bit, but you'll pretty much get the gist of it, okay? So like Thursday night, 2 a.m.-ish, we, smoke some meth, go to the casino, do whatever the fuck, right?
Wait, what? Smoke what?
Meth. Just hear me out. Listen. I remember coming back home at like 6 a.m. or some shit, right? And this dude puts on the worst possible game you could on PlayStation, right? he puts on like MLB. So we're playing MLB on PlayStation, right? We're playing, and all I remember is I decide to get up, go outside and check my phone just to kind of stretch a little bit because he had this tiny apartment. I had like 180 missed calls. And I check my phone, I'm like, what the fuck? Why do I have all these missed calls? You know, I'm thinking maybe it's, you know, Friday in the middle of the day. Nah. It was Tuesday the next week. I sat there and played MLB for like 6 days straight.
What?
6 days straight, no food, a little bit of water, and that's it, dude. Like, it was nuts. Maybe a couple snacks in between. I played MLB on PlayStation for 6 days. If any of you have played MLB on PlayStation, you know that's a boring ass fucking game. So if you can play it for 6 days and not notice, you know how fucked up we were.
Hey, that game could be kind of fun if you play against somebody though.
Not 6 days straight.
Not 6 days.
Okay, not 6 days. Yeah.
When we talking 6 days, like
Jesus Christ, dude.
You're not falling asleep.
Not on meth, brother. We were hitting that pipe every fucking like 10 minutes.
What the fuck?
You kidding me, bro? We were twisting that thing like, you know, real pro style.
Jesus, man.
Bro, I was 20 years old, bro. Like I had just come off heroin, you know. I did that shit, did a little quick speedball.
We said call.
A lot of people don't know this about me. Like I've been like, trust me, I've had my experiences and my, you know, I've been on the bad parts of, you know, life. That's, you know, kind of how I've become who I am.
Yeah.
I'm a little pussy. I haven't tried a drug in my life.
Well, you shouldn't.
Bro, 6 days though, man.
Wait, you never had weed? You never tried weed?
Not yet.
Trent, I thought you were gonna say something like some like Addy shit where you fucking double down and you're fucking doing like your room and like clean the whole room and your mom's room and you went to the basement and start fucking clean the bin and you fucking rebuild the entire fucking room set, dude.
Train like 3 years ago.
Like 6 days though.
3 years ago when I first graduated and I first moved to LA, like I remember I was outside of this like club. Yeah. And I hit someone's weed, and they like put shit in it, bro. And I got laced like
what,
bad.
Like some White Widow or some shit, like some cocaine.
It was coke.
Good, finally.
Look at this guy, bro.
That's that White Widow right there.
And Benny, I think it's called. It's just it makes you tired. It's like a. But the point is, I was so young, just tripping the fuck out, bro. Like, and that's what, like, it's crazy. Like that shit was like really scary for me. I was like really, I had a bad anxiety attack. It was fucked up.
I can add the lady if she's a paid actor. You think? Do you think she's a paid actor?
Andrew.
Yo, Aiden, Andrew, honestly, give me your masseuse's Bitcoin address. I'll send her like 100 grand. She'll never have to do that again.
Do you have Bitcoin? Bitcoin, you know? You don't have? I'm gonna set you up because this baller here is gonna send you 100 grand. I know he wouldn't lie online.
I wouldn't lie. See,
he thinks,
he thinks you're all talking no game. He thinks you're all talking no game.
Oh man, you have no idea.
I hope not. I hope not. Like I would respect it very much.
He thought that I was fucking around trying to man up. I'll do it.
That would change her life, and I would love to see that. That would make me
happily,
very happy.
baby. I got it. Set her up. Just make sure it's going to her, not you or anyone else. Please.
Bro, she's giving you great massages. Why don't you change her life, bro? Come on, man.
But do you have any family members or children who understand Bitcoin? Your children have Bitcoin? Nothing.
Bro, if you set her up an account and like cash it out for her and like somehow set up a bank, like I'll send extra just for that. Like if you have an assistant or someone that can do that, I'll happily take. Can you do that?
Yeah, I'll get someone on it now.
All right, add me on Discord. Add me on Discord. We'll get this done for her. I'm down.
All right, awesome.
That's nice.
Cool.
As for the internet, it's something that's happening on the street because there's people out in the street complaining. So it's the whole street, the internet.
Yo, just for the record, I can't add you. You don't accept friend requests. Just add me, and then I'll accept you. Cool. And we'll get this done.
Cool. I'm gonna lose my masseuse, but it's fine.
Nah, she won't leave you. If anything, she'll love you more for this because this is the opportunity given, right? You brought her on the platform, and I gave her 100,000.
You're right, but I don't have a clue how to add people as friends, bro. I'm an old man.
You see that big ass nose right there? That big ass nose picture? Just click that right there. Right click it. Go to profile and then go to send friend request.
The one that says train wreck. Right click.
Bro, I have a question. Bro, how did you start and how did you make money? Tate.
Yeah, he's fucking fit.
No, he's good, man.
Yeah, how'd you become the richest man on the planet? Trillionaire or some shit?
A trillionaire.
Yeah, how'd that happen?
So I was a kickboxer for a long time. I was fighting for money. There's not that much money in kickboxing. And then my first serious entrepreneurial, I mean, I ran lots of businesses, did this, did that. Some
like
things
what?
I can say you can't. Everything, man. I had a normal job for a while when I was kickboxing, and I did some different things, and I did some things I shouldn't have done, and blah blah blah, and was in jail for a little while, and got out, and then I opened up a webcam company. I had girls sitting on the internet talking to men, and I ended up scaling that up to having 75 women working for me. That's how I first made millions of dollars.
Fucking porn website, fire.
Damn, what the fuck?
You don't know this story? This is like my most known story online. You don't know this?
You never told it to me.
It's a really long story, and I've told it. I've told it very, very well on some other podcasts. But the short version of it was, I got in some debt to some dangerous men, and I needed money fast. And I was sitting in my room trying to work out a way to make money, because at the time I was only fighting, and I didn't have a fight coming up for a while, and I was researching how money works. Like, I was trying to understand how money works, where it comes from. This is where I learned about the Federal Reserve and fractional reserve banking and all these things. So, interesting point he made earlier about, you know, the matrix and its currency and how it's all a lie. I understand all that very well. But that really made me mad, because now I understand money's bullshit and I still don't have any. And I was really upset. And I was sitting there with a piece of paper trying to write down my assets and my liabilities, and, like, you know, trying to write down all the geek shit they tell you. And for assets, I wrote down that obviously, you know, I'm strong, but I'm already fighting. I'm brave, but I'm already fighting. Yeah. I had all these girlfriends, but I thought, well, I can't afford to open a strip club. I'm not going to put them out on the track. I'm not that kind of guy. They're my girls. And then I discovered by accident, when I was clicking around on these websites, I saw those things in the corner, you know, talk to live girls now. And I thought, well, my girls could do that. And long story short, I ended up with 75 women and 4 premises and making $1.4 million a month. And that's how it all started. That was about 10 years ago.
Wow. Holy
that's
shit.
The story. Yeah, I mean, there's an in-depth version of it, but that's the story. And people listen to that and they seem to think that for some reason I was exploitative, but it's absolutely the opposite. I'm a feminist, bro. I empower women to make as much money as they want to make, and I help them do it. I'm here, and
as long as it's for you, right?
It's for them. He's a pimp.
No.
So look, X. This is what I wanted to actually ask the question, because I know it was a question that you had. Hold on, Andrew. The one of the takes that you made on my stream about that you should take 100% of, you know, your girls' OnlyFans. I know, X. You felt some type of way about that.
Yeah,
Andrew.
I mean, they said that you were joking 100%, and you weren't joking. So I assumed that you were joking, but I still hold this take that you weren't.
Well, it depends, right? So if it's a girl who were to come to me and say, Andrew, I would like you to help me make money on OnlyFans, and they would come to me for my marketing expertise, then of course it would be a fair deviation. I make 20%, 30%, whatever. That's different. But if it's my girlfriend, my long-term partner, and we're going to be together forever, and she decides to go down that particular career path, I think I should have a much larger stake, because she is my girl, and she is now giving away some of the most private and intimate parts of her body to the internet. Those parts of her body belong to me effectively, because she's my woman. That's the whole point of being with somebody. So to pretend that she's going to do that and make a bunch of money and give me nothing I find that disrespectful. I would sooner tell her, look, you're not doing OnlyFans, and she would obviously. So
I called it then that you weren't actually joking. It was an actual true statement, right?
Yeah, if I had a serious long-term girlfriend, and me and her are together, and we're going to be together forever, and she says, I'm desperate to do OnlyFans, I say, you don't need to, we're rich. She goes, no, I really, really want to. I say, okay, the money's mine then.
Okay, then we can dismantle these statements into one at a, like, small rocks. We can approach them one at a time, right? Because there's a lot that, respectfully, okay, I think there's a lot of parts of that are garbage, right? But I don't want to say something at the whole rock, and we have to do small rock pebble at a time, you know, right? So, cool. Also, this motherfucker can laugh over here. You see it next to me? Los Polos. He's laughing, but he said you were trolling, so you were joking 100%. Right? He's only a stomach now, because maybe he's gonna be right. But he said you were wrong 100% about this, and so wrong that you were joking. So I don't know why he's holding his tongue right now.
Wait, what did I do?
I'm just saying.
It's a very particular scenario, right? You have to understand that the scenario in which I would take 100% is a very, very particular one. In general, when I had my business, and I know you're saying that they only made money for me, they made money for themselves. I turned girls. I would actually sit here and say, as the biggest misogynist on this panel, I've turned more girls into multimillionaires than any of you. I've made girls multi-millionaires. This is 10 years ago at the beginning of all this shit, before OnlyFans, when webcamming was new. I took girls from Starbucks and made them millions and millions and millions of dollars and paid them fairly, never missed a single paycheck.
Okay.
I'm as feminist as you can get. Now, yeah,
like I said, I don't. Okay, no disrespect once again. Okay, I just feel like this is like the type of argument that goes like, I have 3 friends that are black when making certain comments or whatever. So I don't. Unfortunately, don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me.
I don't get mad at you.
Okay. Well, respectfully, I think that is genuinely the same vibe, energy comment, right? Oh, I can't be against women because I helped 4 or 5 of them. Oh, I'm not against women because I made a couple of them millionaire or whatever the fuck, right?
It's not about being against women. I'm saying that the whole was a net positive for both me and the females. So you misunderstood my point. You think I'm making a different point, and that's why you've come to that conclusion. The point I'm making is that everybody who worked for me won. The only person who lost was the guy sending his money away online. That's fine. But for everyone who was associated with me, it wasn't exploitative because you made it sound like I only did it for me. No, the women who worked for me also made millions of dollars. Everybody who was associated with me won. Everyone won. All of them.
Yeah, for business activities or whatever. Yeah, that's fine. I don't think I wasn't talking about that at all. All I meant was, okay, fuck it. Let's just skip this tangent we're on. Let's just go back to the main argument you said. So I have more of a stake. So you think that in a relationship, you have a certain stake on your partner's income based on what that income comes from.
Well, depending on how they make it, absolutely. I think that in a relationship with a woman, if the man is with that woman, the main reason he knows he's with her is the fact that she is sexually exclusive to him. If you're with a woman and she's fucking everyone, are you even with her? No. How do you know she's even yours? Because she only sleeps with you, right? Well, if all of her intimate parts are now for everybody and they're purchasable, then I think you have a stake in said parts because those parts belong to you. She gives them to you when she decides to be a woman.
So there's a price that you're taxing your loss of privacy.
That's a way you could put it. I mean, personally, if my woman were to come to me and say she wanted to do OnlyFans, I'd just say no because I know that she would. Example.
Yeah, I mean, respectfully, let's have it. Let's try to upscale that discussion and see what kind of stake would you need for your girl to suck another guy's dick.
I would never tolerate that on any level. So that's too far.
Well, there's a price for the pictures and the loss of intimacy. There's that. For me, it's a black and white thing. This is scalable. Once you lose a certain amount, you can lose more of it, right?
I understand what you're saying, but to me, it's not black. Because pixelated pictures on the internet are very different than sucking an actual dick. So I would never let my girls be prostitutes. None of the girls who ever worked for me ever prostituted. I've never associated with a prostitute. I don't associate with porn stars, none of that kind of shit. But I had very wholesome girls with pictures of their titties on the internet 10 years ago who made themselves millionaires, yes. And now they are happily married with somebody or whatever. Or some of them are still with me. It doesn't matter. But I was never like getting girls to prostitute or hardcore pimping along that line. I use the word pimp because I had a lot of women who worked for me and they were all beautiful and it sounds cool. But truthfully, I don't even really see myself in that regard. I think I'm less of a pimp than most corporations.
Well,
girls who work for me 50%. You don't get 50% of the cash register when you work at McDonald's.
Okay, people can be pimps and companies can be pimps to a certain level, right? Which has anything to do with you being a certain level of a pimp. I think if your girl is doing something, an activity of her own will, I feel like taxing her that's being a pimp, like quite literally. You are pimping at the wazoo. Yeah, you are pimping.
I understand, and maybe you've never had the kind of relationships I've had with my women, but any woman I'm with decides to, by her own free will, submit to me because she sees me as her intellectual superior. She sees me as her life superior. She looks up to me and she respects me, and she sees me as and for that reason, if she were to come along and say do OnlyFans and I said no, she wouldn't do it. But if she insisted on doing it, I would sit here and say, look, I'm unhappy with you doing this, making a bunch of money off of parts which are supposed to be intimate only for me. If this is going to happen, I need to have some kind of compensation for my unhappiness. Yes. And she would understand and she would pay me. But this is not a scenario I need to be involved in. This is just a hypothetical, right? But all the girls who worked for me, they were not romantically involved. They were girls who decided to make a bunch of money and they came to the best of the business, which was me. So
you would be okay with then paying them for their discomfort in other areas then? That'd be something that you're open to?
Sure. I mean, that's an interesting way to look at it. I mean, I think that all men do naturally anyway, right? I understand your point you're making, so let's extrapolate on it. Yeah. You're saying that if I do something that they're unhappy with, I should give them money. Well, the point is, I think that all high value men do that naturally anyway. If you take a billionaire on a boat. Naturally,
it's kind of indirect of a term. It naturally is more indirect and more like intended, right? Since for you it's transactional and intentional, then in this example, you have to use the same framework for that example. Same framework. has to be agreed upon. So let's say I don't want to be too gross right now. You're with a girl and you want to do something. Do you okay with the thing of saying, okay, well, I kind of want to do that. I'll give you 10K. Boom.
I understand what you're saying. I don't think it works exactly that way, but I think that all men, especially high-value men, are already in a transactional relationship to some regard, and that's not a bad thing. That's natural human nature. And the point I'm trying to make is that if you're a truly high-status male, if you're a billionaire with a yacht and you have 10 girls on that boat, the woman who's in love with you is going to let you fuck 9 other women in front of her because she gets to be on a billionaire's yacht. She gets to go to private islands. She gets to not have to work. She gets to run around on jet skis and take Instagram pictures. So to some degree, are you not paying her for her compliance? To some degree, are you not rewarding her for her being in a situation that she's not completely happy with? That is natural human nature, and all high status males do it.
As much as I would agree with you, that would be a part of something, right? Part of some sort of fulfillment, right? I would like my partner to be fulfilled in all the ways that I'd like to be fulfilled in a relationship. If a girl's only with me because she's fulfilled in this money way, but she's lacking on a bunch of other shit, what's the point?
So let's swap the hypothetical. Let's say you're in love with a woman, she comes to you and she decides she wants to do OnlyFans. What do you say?
Okay, so I've had a lot of things about OnlyFans before. A lot. I personally, just because I think it's just kind of annoying. I wouldn't go into it knowing she's doing it. Right?
So if your girl came to you and said, no, your girl's not already on OnlyFans, you're with a girl and she's seen OnlyFans online, she decides she wants to start, she comes to you and says, I want to become an OnlyFans chick. You're going to say, yeah, go for it. Don't give me a penny. Go for it. Get rich. Show your titties. That's going to be your answer?
No, I just say, this is kind of annoying. It's an annoying thing. I don't fully agree with it, right? So it'd be kind of cold. It's cold. I don't like it.
Well, this is the point. So I think it's you're and I understand this is really interesting what Train said earlier about internet language, because when you make a point, you have to be very, very careful with what you say. It's almost like politician speak. But you're saying it's annoying. I wouldn't like it. Well, I'd say you're not allowed. That's what I'd say. I'd say you're not allowed to be on OnlyFans if you're my girl.
Okay.
If you are here.
Okay. The point I'm trying to make is that I don't like it, and if it escalates to a point, I guess I would break up. But that's not like the I don't think that's the main point though. What does that prove? I think it's just lame. It's generally lame.
Hey, all right. So the point I'm making here is that it's a situation that most men don't want to find themselves in. They're completely in love with the chick, and she decides to do OnlyFans. We're in a hypothetical situation. Saying I'd break up with the chick is a boring answer. So assuming you have to stay with the chick, that's the parameters of the question to make the question interesting to answer. My answer is that I need to be paid for her to be doing OnlyFans. That's the answer in the hypothetical situation. Your answer in the hypothetical situation is it's kind of annoying. No, I don't know.
There are parameters for this. There's a bunch of parameters around that. It would be like, I hope she's not doing it because of lack of fulfillment in certain ways in our relationship, because that's a fucking problem. I wouldn't want my partner to go to places because she's craving a part of something she isn't getting in our relationship. As long as nothing takes away from a relationship, right? And the framework remains the same, then I guess it's kind of chilling. But that's kind of how it comes to OnlyFans, because people do it for a lot of reasons and a lot of other ones. So it's kind of, it can be like. Go ahead.
Do you mind me asking you a question? How old are you?
26.
Okay, let me blow your mind, young man. Women love men they respect. And let me tell you this, and this is natural, this is evolutionary, it's biological. This is why women have certain even basic things like height, right? They're designed to be attracted to it evolutionarily because they respect larger men because they're more likely to be better at fighting. They're better warriors. Women fall in love with men they respect. Not even men they like that much. It's men they respect. Men they like are their friends. Men they respect are the ones they fuck. And let me tell you something. If a girl were to come to me and say, I am intent on doing OnlyFans, and I would say, I'm uncomfortable with you doing that, I don't want you doing it. She says, Andrew, I love you, but I'm going to do OnlyFans no matter what. I would have to put together parameters and a framework in which she still respects me as a man, or we're over. It's not even about the money. It's about the fact that you are my woman. I love you, you love me, and you're going to show me enough respect as a man that if you're going to get naked on the internet, you're going to at least reward me in some way. There's not going to be all these men paying you money and you making a bunch of money on the fucking side sitting in my house without me getting shit, because that is disrespectful. And I would not allow her to disrespect me, not just because of my ego, but because of her own innate ability to not be attracted to somebody that she doesn't respect.
Okay.
If you were to come along and play things your way, If a chick were to come to you and say, I want to do OnlyFans, you would say, well, I don't like it. It's kind of annoying, and she started doing it, she would fucking leave. The girl is more likely to stay with me taking all her money than she is stay with you keeping all her money. And that may not make sense to you, but one day you will understand.
Okay. I'm going to fire back at you and just say that whatever my relationship is lacking, whatever amount of respect that I'm losing, and whatever amount of privacy that I'm losing, you can't put a price on that. You can't revert that with money. You just can't do it. Can't do it. I want to feel fulfilled. And what fulfills me is that my other partner is fulfilled. And we're both on that like equal mindset, right? And you can't exchange that with money in a transactional way. You just can't. Doesn't matter the amounts. Doesn't matter. It does make me fulfilled. So if the partner can make up for it, whatever they're doing that they're lacking, and they're gonna like reverting it somehow towards me, I guess we could find some sort of compromise, right? But it wouldn't be about money or be transactional money wise. It just wouldn't.
Brother, life is transactional, my friend. And to sit here and pretend that because things are transactional means there's no emotions involved isn't true. Life is transactional. If I'm completely head over heels in love with a woman and I love her with all my heart and I'm ready to take a bullet for her, it's still a transactional relationship. She still provides things and I still provide things that satisfy both of us. You do not sit here and stream for free. Life is transactional. So to sit here and pretend that things shouldn't be transactional is asinine. That's not the way the world works. Every single thing in the world is transactional. Even if I give money to charity, even if Train gives this lady who's massaging me 100,000, he's doing that, one, for clout, two, because he gets to feel good about himself. He isn't, it's not pure charity, he gets to win too.
Actually, wait a second. No, I gotta say something. It's not for clout. If you look me up, I'm actually hated and everything's justified that I do, but it is for the feel good. I get a high from it. The same high I get from gambling, I get from giving. My dick gets hard. So that's transactional, but it is not for clout. I don't give a fuck about it. Just trust me. Do a little research. It is not the clout part, but it is the high part from feeling good. Continue.
Bro, it's the same with me. There's Romania has an orphanage problem. A lot of orphans. Every single Christmas, I go down to the orphanage with the Rolls Royce, give 100 grand, whatever. Am I the fucking nicest man in the world? Well, yeah, but also I feel good. I feel good for doing it, right? So life is transactional. So to sit here and say things shouldn't be transactional is asinine. That's not a right paradigm. You must view the world in a transactional sense. The world is transactional.
Yeah, but you're being a little bit obtuse, though. You are deliberately obtuse about what the nature of how we use transactional as a term. You're just saying, oh, it's all transaction. Yeah, of course. Then everything in life, if it goes one way, it comes back another way. That's transactional. So everything is. But that's not how we use the word transactional. Transactional is more of not an indirect. It's more of a direct thing. I'm doing this for that, right? That's how we normally use transactional. The way you're saying is just, oh, it's an exchange of brain chemicals. I'm doing this and I get this brain reward, right? As an exchange. That's that is obtuse.
Fine. Let me change the way I ask you the question, right? Because what I'm actually, and once again, you're only 26. You are smart. I can see you're smart, but you're 26. So if I were in your position and I had disagreed with everything that Andrew Tate had said, and Andrew Tate was going to come on a stream, first I'd have a list of everything he said I disagree with. You don't even have a list, so you haven't been very professional about your approach to this. You don't even know most of the things I've said. You're just saying this about. It's all very general. So
no. Say it again. Sorry about that. I was fucking distracted by bullshit.
Fine. It's fine. In future, make a list of all my points you disagree with, so we can be more systematic in our approach.
Agreed. The problem is that you're a gish galloper. You're a professional at it. You're really good at doing it. Gish galloping, you do it dang, and then it's kind of hard to catch up because once we talk about something, it's already too late.
Cool. Well, let me tell you what you're doing, just so you're aware. If I walk into NASA and I say that going to space is too expensive and too dangerous, and they say, well, yeah, I agree with you, and I say, okay, this is bullshit. And they go, well, what's the alternative? And I cannot present an alternative. That does not make me a fucking physicist. That does not make me an astronaut. That makes me a jackass. So if you cannot propose a better alternative, then you have no point to make. And this is the point I'm making with you. The parameters of the question are you're in love with a woman who decides to do OnlyFans. You can't break up with her. And I have also added another parameter. You want to retain the respect and the authority in the relationship. You think that taking money in said situation is completely unreasonable and unfair. Fine. What is an alternative which is superior? And if you cannot name one, then it is the best of a bad choice. It may be an unfortunate situation, but it's the best move in a bad chess position, and you must still make the best move. If you have a better move to make, I'm open to hear it. But if I'm in love with a woman, and I'm not going to break up with her, and she comes with me, and she insists on doing OnlyFans, my answer to retain my control and my respect in my relationship is for her to pay me. That is my answer. If you have a better one, my ears are open.
Okay, like I said, whenever somebody does OnlyFans, it's because there's what does that come from? Right? It can be a lot of things of why they would do it. Only money or some sort of fulfillment or whatever, right? Some sort of fulfillment, right? If they're doing it because they're lacking something in the relationship, they're taking something away from the relationship, yeah, that's a fucking problem. I guess break up. If I'm that uncomfortable, I'm not gonna put a price on that. If I'm not gonna be fulfilled in something and spend my entire life with somebody and be committed, there's no price you're gonna pay me to be deluded that we're at the same level of commitment. Break up. End of story. No alternative. One alternative, break up. If you're that uncomfortable, I will not put a dollar amount on that. I will fucking break up and move on. And the fact that you can put a price on your lack of commitment or whatever you think you're lacking because if they make an OnlyFans is fucking alarming.
But X, what he's saying was a hypothetical. He said in a real normal world, it's like, no, we can't, no OnlyFans, we break up. It is what it is. What he's saying, there's no breakup in this scenario. No breakup. What is the alternative of the transaction?
I said break up. I said break up. That's alternative. You fucking break up.
But this is hypothetical though.
Also, actually, he's saying it's not about the money. It's the principle behind
it. His hypothetical is no, like in a situation where you guys aren't breaking up and it's just you need some. What are you gonna do instead?
I have hundreds of millions.
I said break up.
Okay, cool. Okay, well the point is I have hundreds of millions of dollars, and if my girlfriend did OnlyFans and made $2, she would pay me my dollar, and that's because it's principle. It's not about the money.
Okay, yeah, still fair enough, but you can't. In my opinion, that the nature of that behavior of putting a dollar amount because of some lack of whatever the fuck is stupid. It's an alarming logical conclusion. It's just bad.
What else about me do you find alarming?
No, I'm just saying it's alarming. That's it.
Okay. What else about my views or things you've heard me say or my attitudes or my life approach?
Oh, my girl can't go out. That's fucking alarming as shit.
My girl can't go out?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's discuss this.
Discuss it.
All right, cool. I take my girlfriends out all the time, right?
Cool.
But if my girl were to say I want to go out with 7 other girls to the club, in my personal experience, I'd be unhappy for her to do that because I've been the man in the club that those 7 girls turn up to and end up on his table, and I know what happens. I've lived a very, very long life. I know how that ends.
Okay.
Now, I think that, and I've discussed this already before. I think I discussed this yesterday with Dave Portnoy, which he got upset about. I discussed that if I'm going to be in a relationship and I'm going to have responsibility over a woman, which I want to have because it's my masculine imperative, I should also have a degree of authority that comes with that responsibility. If I'm responsible for her safety, for example, but she refuses to obey me when I say don't walk home in the middle of the night, then how can I truly be responsible? Responsibility and authority are linked. I'm responsible for her because I'm her man and I take the best care of her. I might know things she doesn't know. She might be 19 years old and think going to the club's all fine. I'm 35. I've been around. I've seen what happens in clubs. No, you don't need to go there. I'm responsible for you. I take care of you. And by extension, I have authority to say to you, you're not going to that nightclub. That doesn't make me crazy. It doesn't make me insecure. It doesn't make me weak. She can always say I'm going to go anyway, and that's fine. And then we can break up. But in my scenario, any woman I'm serious about is going to obey me. And I'm not going to come along with some crazy, maybe people will call it crazy. I'm not going to make her do anything wrong. She ain't going to take drugs. She's going to go to the gym. She's going to eat right. She's going to be learning shit. And she ain't going to be in the club sniffing and drinking. Now, if that makes me a bad person, then so be it. No problem. But I get plenty of girls who sign up to that all day long without problems. And any man who sits there and goes, I'm not insecure, I'll send my girl to the club.
Okay.
Send her to my table, G. Send her to my table.
Okay.
No problem.
Fair enough. Okay.
We'll talk about insecurity when she's sucking dick.
Okay, then according to your mindset and how you see things then, and your high levels of security apparently, right? If your girl was to go to the club, right? And I was at the club, you're scared that I will bring your girl home.
I don't live in It's not about scared because I don't live in fear.
Well, I mean that's fear.
No, it's not fear.
Okay.
What it is.
Okay. What is the outcome that you do not want of her going to the club?
I'll explain.
Guys coming over and bringing her home. You, by fear, you are scared of her going home with another guy. That is a move that is literally fueled by fear. You are fearful.
That's an interesting viewpoint, and I know you think that that's relevant, and I know you think you've made a good point, but I'm about to dissect it and show
you
why you're wrong. I'm a territorial individual. And I think that being a man, one of the best things about being a man is being territorial, being able to say, that is mine. That's the whole point of it. So let's use an analogy. And please, when I make this analogy, I don't want you to try and get caught up in the analogy because I'm about to compare a woman to a car. Do not say, you're comparing women to cars. That's low IQ. This is just an analogy. If I go outside, right, or let's say I have a Lamborghini. I have many cars, but let's say I take my Lamborghini. Would I park it in a high crime area? Even if the locks are fantastic, even if my woman is loyal and completely and utterly in love with me, and I know there's 0% chance any man could ever take her home because she's with the top G, which is the case. Even if I know the locks on my car, it has bulletproof glass, it's locked, you can't break into it. Will I park my Lambo in an area where people are going to try and steal it? No, I won't, because that is irresponsible. So the fact is, I don't care if men try and come up to my chick, because no one can steal my chick, because I am me. The fact is, it's irresponsible for me to put her in a scenario where people will attempt it. If I walk out to the car park and someone's trying to break into my car, even if the locks to my car are secure, I will still decimate said individual for attempting to steal my property. That's what it's about. It's about territorialism. It's not about being fearful the girl's going to run off with someone else. There's nowhere to go from me but down. It's not about that.
Fair enough.
It's about the fact that it's irresponsible for me to put her in that scenario. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, the argument would be good. If I were you, I'm making that argument. I could rationalize the argument you just did. If most of the girls that I dated or that I was with had the IQ of somebody who cannot move, think, or do anything, and is just stuck on the side of the fucking curb. So yeah, I guess maybe you would have this experience if most of you did were 0 IQ, brain frozen. Yeah, but it doesn't make sense in the real world because you don't park your fucking girl on the curb at the club. They move, they talk, they do shit. So it's not a fucking, it's not the danger of other guys doing shit, right? Because they can still think. And the loss of the potential that one guy out of a million will do some crazy shit and is going to forcibly bring her home, right? That smallness is far outweighed by the fun and enjoyment and fulfillment that they get by going to the club in the first place.
That's interesting, but you also have to understand, because we are different individuals living very different lives, and I'm not going to sit here and comment on your relationships because I don't understand them because I don't know them. Okay. But you have to understand. I am at a status of life where any woman who gets with me understands that to be with a man of my caliber, there are certain sacrifices which must be made. You do not get to be with a kickboxing world champion, multi-millionaire, whose entire life is completely on track and live a life of spoilt princess, and then also say to that man, I go to the club whenever the fuck I want. You might be able to say that to some other men, but you can't say it to me. So, and I want to say something to you that you may not yet understand once again, because you are intelligent, but you're not yet wise because you are young. Women are malleable. And when I say they're malleable, people think that women are these individualistic, unique creatures, and they are to a degree, but they are heavily molded by the man they're with. You'll notice if a woman gets with a man and she loves him, she likes the same music he likes.
Anybody's in that regard. Everybody's malleable in that regard with the people that they're with, people that are around. People are the fucking result of what's around them. That's just how it is.
So women are malleable. So a woman which may say to you, I'm a unique, special snowflake, I do whatever the fuck I want. If she was in my presence, she wouldn't say that. Now, because women are a reflection of their man. It's not hard to get a woman who sits there and says, you know what? I don't go to the club without my man because I adore my man. If the man is worthy of such adoration. If the woman's sitting there going, well, I'm with him, but he doesn't tell me what to do. That's the man's problem. It's nothing to do with the woman. Females are all the same. It's all about the man they're with. I have no trouble and no arguments in my life telling women they don't go to the club by themselves. Zero. It's not a conversation that even ever appears ever because I am me. So for you to sit here and describe scenarios, that's fine. And you're saying that my women are low IQ. I would counter that by saying if I was with the same women you were with, they'd behave better for me than they would for you. And that is because of my status and my wisdom and my individuality.
Bro, you treat and pay for them like they're Lambos that are parked at the curb. Of course they're going to be like this if you want to go down that argument. So yeah, I guess once more I have to concede the point because you're right. I guess you dated frozen Lambos parked at the curb.
It's not frozen Lambos.
I mean, that is what you compared. That is your example. You compared the behavior and the potentials of her being stolen to a parked Lambo. Therefore, I have to use that analogy when talking about the girls that you are dating. And you are saying, I'm sorry, it's not an insult. You made this precedent. I have to use it.
I will take any woman I could date. Any of women you've ever, I don't know who your girlfriends are. I don't have a clue. But any woman you've ever dated, if I was with her, she wouldn't be going to the club without me. That's the bottom line. And that's because who I am. The woman's paradigm, the idea that the female is going to come along and demand to only go club with the girls, etc., 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 that is heavily dependent on the man she is with.
So what makes you above her then? The money, the status, the top G? What is the label or the prerequisite that makes you above her?
It's not about being above. It's
yes,
about
it is.
It's about her respecting me.
Therefore, you can't go to the club either. You don't go to the club then.
That's bullshit. I go to the club whenever the fuck I want.
Okay, then what makes her unable to go to the club if you can't go to the club if you're equal?
I am responsible for her, and I have authority.
Why are you responsible? What makes you responsible?
I'm responsible for her because I am more competent as an individual. Now,
how do you know that? All the girls. And there's no girl out there that could be above you. You're above everybody else.
Well, let's because I know you're gonna try and go down the sexist argument. Let's reverse it.
Well, I mean, you bait it. Okay, listen. You have driven this conversation since the beginning. I gave you I gave you the initial roots argument or point, and you are driving yourself there.
Cool.
And so you are drawing a circle around it. I didn't do shit. I said, what makes you above her? And you're not giving me an answer.
It's not about being above. It's about having responsibility for.
So why can't you have responsibility?
Okay, because you can't share responsibility because nothing in life is 50-50. There's always, even if it's 49%, 51%.
Then why you?
Me, because I'm me. This is the exact point. Now let's reverse it, which I've been trying to do for the last 30 seconds. There are women out there who are with men, and that man needs her to tell him, stop playing video games, stop smoking weed, go to the gym, get your diet in order. Why don't you ever work? Why ain't you got any money? There are millions of relationships out there. In said scenario, she has responsibility because she's his mother and she tells him what to do, and she has authority. She can tell him not to do shit because she's the fucking boss. That is happened. It's not about a sex thing. It's about human dynamics. In every relationship, someone's in charge, and I'm in charge of my relationships, and I find it irresponsible of me to put her in a scenario where something could happen to her.
But sorry to interrupt you. I just think what a good point was. I can interject. Since you're making that point, right? The problem with these statements is that you say girls. You always say girls or my girls, right? Intending that it's all of them. What about some girl, right? Who right now, hypothetically, is a multi-trillionaire, right? And is in your kitchen right now, and she comes away right now. The door opens behind you. We see a little glint of light right behind you right now. And he says, hey, Tate, get the fuck off the computer, drinking his bullshit with his stupid cigar, talking to that fucking devil on your computer. Right? That could happen, right? According to you. No, it can't happen. Why not?
It can't happen.
Why not?
I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Because you said some girl being a multi-trillionaire. There's plenty of women in the world who may have a lot of money.
Yeah.
But you have to understand that when you look at life, you have to look at life in the different paradigms. There's many different lenses you look at life through. And when you look at life from a societal perspective, yes, women are equal to men and they should be, fine. But when you look at women from an animalistic perspective, because we are basically animals, they are not equal to us physically. When it comes to something like personal safety, which a club involves a lot of, they can get spiked, a man can try on with them and lose his temper, they can get attacked, whatever can happen. When it comes to physical protection, that is a man's realm. You could be a UFC world champion, female, whatever. I'm too big and I'm too strong. I'll still beat him. So there's no female alive who's going to come into a room and tell me when it comes to things like personal protection, responsibility for her own personal safety, etc. Trump my views. That's not true. I'm a man. I have certain domains in which I rule.
Okay, then in this line of argument with the things that you just said, I'm trying to go one by one, so I have to be selective about how I'm doing this. Okay, what you're saying, since you brought up the fact that you can get spiked, is that you, Andrew, if you go at the club alone, because the girl is staying at home, she has to stay home, she's boxed in. You go to the club because you're such a fucking warrior, and you get spiked heavier than your drink, you drink it, you will not go unconscious because you're such a fucking lion, aren't you?
It's not about that. It's about the fact that if the woman was with me in the club or if the woman couldn't protect me, that's not the woman's domain. It's down to me and my team to protect me. The female has absolutely no say when it comes to things like personal safety.
So she can't have a team around her. She can't.
A team of chicks? A team of chicks?
Of anybody.
Or you want to send your girl to the club with a...
Did I say chicks? Did I say chicks?
Oh, a team of dudes. Cool. You want to send your girl to the club with a bunch of dudes. Cool. Your prerogative. Enjoy.
Wait.
Hope you have a long relationship.
Well, my relationship will be long and fulfilling. I can't say the same to when you treat people like this.
People like saying that you don't go to the club without me, we'll go together? Oh, I'm the worst man in the world. Oh, no, don't take your girl to the VIP table with you. Oh, don't do that, Andrew, you misogynist. Send her out there with all those other dudes. I'll tell you what, bro. 87 professional fights, 4-time kickboxing world champion. How about this? I'll protect your chick. Send her to the club with me.
Bro, you can be the biggest lion out there. You can be the most Chad-like bald guy out there, okay? If your drink gets spiked, you're dropping.
That's not the point I'm making. The point I'm making is about the respect that she will have for me for protecting her and my responsibility over her and the authority that comes with it. It'll be about the fact that I don't want my woman in the club without me. I think it's disrespectful, and I don't think that any woman who truly loves a man even wants to do that. Women test boundaries as they should. And I'm about to make another comparison. That you can use.
Yeah.
use my analogies against me.
I have no other material. You said attack. You said approach me by going 1-to-1 and going with specifics. What else is there than the things that you're feeding me that I can use? Am I supposed to speak in fucking hieroglyphs or some shit? What the fuck am I supposed to do? I have to.
No problem. Completely. So I compared women to cars, so that makes me a bad man. I'm about to compare women to children. Oh no, I'm a really bad man. So let's do the same thing, right? So when you have a child, let's say you have a 6 or 7-year-old kid, they push the boundaries. They try and see what they can get away with until eventually you come and say, no, you're not allowed to do that anymore. Yes. If you leave a child completely unchecked, they're going to do a bunch of crazy shit, right? There has to be a point they come up against the wall where the parents say, no, I'm older than you. I'm more responsible than you. I'm wiser than you. I know things you don't know. Do not stick your fingers in the plug socket. That's part of being an adult. It's part of being a parent.
Okay.
It's the same thing as being a man for a woman. If you're a man with a woman, you're likely older, a lot older, so you're wiser by default. You're probably, if you're a successful man, more successful than her. You've seen a lot of things. You've probably seen more violence than she has, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You're very, very qualified to come along.
Why do you intend that you're probably more successful than she is?
Because you're likely older. I mean, I don't know. There's not many 18-year-old girls who are going to be more successful than a 35-year-old man. Maybe.
Why are you dating somebody who's younger?
Okay, 25-year-old. Doesn't matter. Men date younger women on average because young women like older men on average. And they like that because they respect older men because they respect the authority.
Okay, so
I don't think any of the things I'm saying here are largely contested. I think everyone agrees that women
not only are they largely contested, they are mostly contested. I think most people disagree with you on this. I mean, most rational beings, except for the people that are completely delusional or off the tracks, unhinged. The problem that you think is that you're saying that men, it's impossible for them to be pushed into the right directions or helped like a children from women. The girls can't come in and say, stop doing this, Tate, stop doing that. They can't do that to you or any other guys because they're women. Which, what the fuck is that? That's just so illogical.
Some men need women to guide them. That's fine. I'm not one of those.
Also, now some. Earlier it was all, now it's some. We're going down the list now. We're trying. What's up?
It was overall. I gave a scenario in which many men are mothered by their girlfriends, and I said in said scenario the woman has authority and responsibility, and she can prevent him from going to the club. And then I also said in every single relationship somebody has responsibility and authority. Nothing is 50-50. And then I also said for the same reason I would not allow someone to break into my car, no matter how good the locks are. I will not put my woman in a scenario where people are going to try and take her from me because I find it disrespectful and she shouldn't want to be there. That's what I said. That's all the things I said. Now, if you have a relationship in which you want your girl to go out to the club as much as she wants, that's your prerogative. I'm not coming here telling you not to do it. I will tell you it's going to end badly for you. You may disagree with me, but it will. If you keep letting your girl go to the club, it's going to end badly. Not just because she's going to get stolen, but because she's not going to respect you as a man. She's going to say, this man lets me go out and get drunk with other men every fucking night. What kind of dude do I have?
That is your definition of what the respect that she owes you is. Not the definition of that relationships overall. That's how that transaction goes like. I think this is... I mean, you're being obtuse. The problem with this is that you're being obtuse about it, right? Relationship, you have to be... Okay, why are you in a relationship in the first place? Why are you with a girl, right? Because you want to. Because you want to be fulfilled. You want to have a relationship, and you want to feel like you're in something, right? You're committed. Why do you date? Tell us. Why do you date?
Absolutely, for the same reason everybody dates. For
okay.
Fulfillment.
So a lot of points, right? Let's say like a polygon. A lot of things make you fulfilled. Like a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of it makes it a nice polygon, right? Right. Correct. So in my opinion, this is what the foundation of what a relationship is. For me to be fully fulfilled, I want the person I'm with, my partner, to that one a prerequisite is that they're fulfilled in all these ways. It needs to match for me to match. It's almost like if she's fulfilled, I'm fulfilled, and we are together like that, right? Yep. And what you're saying is that what fulfills a person, they have to sacrifice and lose out on some of these points for you to feel fulfilled. How does it make any sense whatsoever? That is completely and utterly illogical because they have to make compromises and sacrifices that overall will lack fulfillment and will make you feel less fulfilled, and you will end up with a raw loss overall in this exchange.
I'm gonna let y'all finish this conversation, but I just want to say I got to dip. Got a flight to catch. I'm gonna holla at y'all. Appreciate you guys.
Later, brother.
See you, man. Take care, man. All right, bro. You understand it? Like
your argument. I understand your argument. Your argument is that if the woman has to make compromises to be with me, she's not completely fulfilled, which will stop me being completely fulfilled.
Yeah. Okay. I like that you're listening a lot. I like that. Thank you.
But you make compromises to be with her. You don't fuck other women. You do that.
That is not a... Okay. When you talk about the framework of a good, stable, committed relationship, okay, fucking other girls is not a compromise. It's pre-intended. It's not...
Going to the club with a bunch of dudes is pre-intended. It's all about the parameters you set. If you're going to sit here and say that I don't want her to have to change a single thing about her life because
the difference,
then you shouldn't have to change anything about your life.
Agreed, Andrew. That would be the perspective, as if I felt like I'm losing something by her going to the club, except I don't. Why? Because she doesn't get anything out of going to the club in those ways. That takes away from my relationships, because I'm number one. You can't replace me. They see me as the perfect fit. They love me, right? So I don't lose anything by them going to see number 2s and 3s and 50s and 100s. They have the best at home. I don't lose shit. You intend that when your girls go to the club, you're scared that they're gonna lose something. The other people around at the club are better than you, because you, Andrew, you're not number 1 in their heart. You're number 3, and they might get number 2 over there or number 1, and you're scared of that. Why are you scared of that? I don't get that. Makes no sense at all.
We've already discussed the fear argument. We've already discussed about the fact that no matter how good the locks are, I wouldn't put it in a high crime area. We've already discussed this. I understand you're trying to use the fact that trying to paint me as insecure and fearful as your. That's incorrect.
Like I said, you're not going to answer me. I want you to dissect my argument. Sorry to cutting you off. You're good at letting me cut you off. Okay? I want you to dissect what I said, right? At the beginning or in the middle. And I want you to just counter-argue it. What I'm saying is that I don't make a sacrifice in that relationship by, I want to fuck other girls. Bro, I want to fuck that one girl. I don't lose out on like other girls. I don't want these girls. I want that one. She's my number 1. I'm number 1. I don't lose out and make a compromise that, oh no, I can't fuck other girls that I like less and love less. Otherwise, I would date these girls or that girl. So I'm not losing on that potential. The same way she doesn't lose out on you. Does that make sense? It's logical.
Not really. But if let me blow your mind. Let's change the quick trajectory. Let me blow your mind. If your woman was truly fulfilled by you and she truly loved you, she wouldn't give a fuck about club. She wouldn't even want to go. That's the truth. I don't have to argue with my women about going to the club.
Okay. Then she's not allowed to go to the bowling alley then, or laser tag it.
They'll come to me and say, "Can I go to the club with all my friends?" To say, "Not without me." She'll say, "Okay, baby," and that's it. It's really not an argument. It's not hard because she's fulfilled in other ways. Now, if she didn't respect me and she wasn't fulfilled in other ways, then of course she'd argue. Then that club would become important. But to her,
then can she?
Women,
okay, I understand. Then can she go to laser tag?
Sure, she can go laser tag. I don't give a fuck. It's no problem.
Okay.
But it's not. About the scenario.
What if she sees an absolute lion Chad, way more than at the club, some big, tough, muscular guy that looks better than you and is more into, then what?
Good. Then fine.
Then you park your Lambo in the hood, and your Lambo it's getting taken. Now you say good. So the club is parked there. Laser tag parking is good. How?
Incorrect. Because laser tag is not invented for people to fuck. The only reason clubs even exist, and I'll tell you why, the basic mechanics of clubs. I know a little bit about it because I own a couple. The basic mechanics of clubs is that you fill them with girls. Girls have no money. Men come, spend ridiculous amounts of money on alcohol, which is massively overpriced to try and attract females.
Yes.
If you get a club with no females in it, no men even go. The whole point of a nightclub is to fuck. So I will not send my woman who is with me to the fucking ground.
Okay.
She can go to Walmart, but she ain't going to go to a place which is specifically designed and set up for her to get intoxicated and famoosed. And not because I think she will get famoosed, because she is too respectful of me to go to a scenario in which she would be seen. Even, listen, bro, you may disagree with me. I'll tell you something.
Well, like I said, your arguments fall on its face because, I mean, my woman, she obeys me, right? She has friends and feels fulfilled at doing social activities, and her friends all want to go to the club. It's some girl's birthday, and yes, she's single. That one is vulnerable. It's a vulnerable prey. Okay, that girl. Okay, but they're all going to the club together, right? My girl can't tag along. No, she can't. She cannot partake in social activities that make her feel fulfilled socially. She can't because that club is designed for people to fuck, right? So she can't go in there or close to it, right? Dude, so many more places are designed to fuck, and more people get fuck out of them. So how does that make sense?
It's your prerogative what you want to do inside of your own relationship.
It's not a prerogative. I want you to explain that.
Sure, I will explain. Again, no problem. If firstly you just gave a very particular scenario. So right now
that's important because if you say all, then it has to be all the specifics.
When I say my girl doesn't go clubbing, I mean she doesn't go clubbing, right? I mean she does not go out all the weekend. She ain't partying anytime she wants. She doesn't go clubbing. Let's imagine there's a particular birthday for a girl, and this girl is a girl I know, and I think she's a pretty good influence, and she's not a bad girl, and they all want to go to the club, and I drop her off, and I pick her up then that is a scenario in which it possibly could happen.
Then why do you say all then? If you agree on a scenario, then why do you say all? See, this is something that you always do that when you're vocal about your mindset that irritates me a little bit, right? Not personally, but just overall hearing that is that when you say alls, right, and you're very, very hard about that when you're alone on camera, right, and you don't get interviewed or kind of argued. It's a monologue, not a dialogue. You say all. I'm such a lion, all. But when you come here and we talk about it, you say, but this scenario, but that one, but this one, but that one. How does that make sense, bro?
Because there are scenarios. Obviously, there are scenarios. Exceptions don't disprove rules. When I say my woman doesn't go clubbing, I mean she does not on the weekends be out clubbing. She does not message me, I'm at the club tonight, see you tomorrow. She does not do that. You're giving me a very particular set of scenarios. Maybe once if her friend had a birthday, maybe, yeah, perhaps. What we're talking about is different things. And I'm telling you why. You're trying to disprove me using exceptions in very, very unique scenarios. I'm sitting here saying people are born with 2 eyes. And you're saying, no, some people are born with 1 eye. Yeah, that's true. But in general, when you say someone, how many eyes does someone have? You say 2. Now, if someone asked me how many eyes does someone have and I say 2, and you were to run along and go, I know someone with 1 eye, that does not make me fucking wrong. So you're just trying to use exceptions to disprove rules, and it doesn't work that way. Any woman who's with me, by in general, if you were to ask her, does she go clubbing? The answer would be no. I'm Andrew's girl. I don't go to clubs without Andrew. Now, are there very particular scenarios in which perhaps if a movie premiere and she's A-list and she has to go to a club for 15 minutes with security and I pick her up, yeah, sure. That's not the point we're fucking making. Any woman who's with me doesn't go to the club. And the most important point of all of this is she doesn't want to. I don't have to stop her.
Okay.
She wants to go.
I'm not, this is an understatement, but understatements, literally. You could literally win bike races backwards with how fucking hard you're backpedaling. It's insane the way that you revert your main arguments and go down them and start disintegrating them. The way you do I've never seen that before, man. I don't know how you can even justify this. You say never go clubbing, and then there's exceptions. There are exceptions that actually happen most of the time, if not every time that we went out clubbing, it was for a reason. It had a reason behind it. Add something behind it, right? That wasn't, I'm gonna go out to see some other options and start fucking, right? There's so many ways and reasons why people go to the club. It's a social gathering. There's a lot of people. It's fun. It's energetic. End of story.
Sure. Well, if I had to make a binary decision, if I were to come along and say that no exceptions all are allowed, either she's allowed to go to the club whenever she wants and go to all those birthdays, or never go to the club and miss all those birthdays, and she would never go to the club and she would never go to a single fucking birthday and she would not complain. My women do not want to go to the club without me. This is being discussed as if I have to stop them. It's just, these are the parameters for being with me. You don't go to the club without me. Got it. Cool. Done. It's not a big deal.
All right, yo, X and Tate, listen, can we get to this next topic, the having a girl having a guy best friend?
I mean that one's. I mean, if he does agree with the girl having visual or aura contact with other male beings that are in the vicinity, clearly she cannot have a best friend. I mean, a friend, an acquaintance, bitch, mother, a sight of fucking real life men pixel is a fucking breach to Tate's fucking insecurity. So I don't know. I don't think. What?
I'm not insecure territorial.
That is insecurity. By definition. Not allowing the girl to be around the sight of other men is insecurity because you're scared somebody else will be better.
I think you meant in a club scenery, but I'm just gonna ask Andrew: can your girlfriend have a guy best friend?
No,
I don't agree either. To be honest.
So you don't think that you're so do we agree on this that your woman should not have a male best friend?
Well, a best friend means, for me, a best friend is somebody you spend most of your time with. If I'm with somebody, I'm spending most of my time with them, right? Otherwise, there's a lack somewhere that they're making up by doing other shit. Having friends is cool, right? They're gonna spend most of their time with somebody else because they're lacking some sort of social contact. That's a problem in itself. That is lack of fulfillment on one end, which translates to lack of fulfillment on both ends. That's a problem.
Yeah, I don't think a woman should. I think that. Well, firstly, you have to understand the paradigm. Do you think men and women can even be friends?
That is like super case by case. I think that's super hard. That's like really case by case. It depends. See, it always depends of the nature of that relationship in the first place. I think they can be friend if things are clear from the get go and you just kind of know, right? But you have to be very, very rational about it though.
Do you think that in 99% of scenarios when man's friends with a chick, he'd like to sleep with her if he could?
Okay, So, yeah, see, it's gonna be the all or most against. It's gonna be like the all against most take or all against whatever fucking take. You know, we're gonna go down again like last time. Whatever. Let's say, fucking. I can use a close example. Okay, this girl does projects for Twitch events or fucking stream events. His name is Cutie. Okay, just an example. Okay, I see her at a bunch of events. We work on projects together, I guess. Right? I never fuck her. Right?
Yeah, that's acquaintance. That's work. We're talking about friendship.
Well, I mean, she's still a friend, though.
If she's an acquaintance, she's someone you work with, someone you know. I wouldn't call him a friend.
So, okay, it's not mutually exclusive.
Well, yeah, it's hard to draw the line. But my point is that I don't think that when a woman and a man are purely just friends without, let's say, a financial motive or any kind of work motive, when they're purely just friends, I don't think that's a platonic relationship. I think the man is interested in her most of the time. And when people disagree with me that, I say, then why do all the hot girls have so many friends and all the ugly girls don't have any? The men are trying to get laid. And for her to sit there and entertain it and pretend that that's not the case. Oh, no, he's just my friend. She knows what's going on. It's bullshit.
X, I have a sorry.
Don't forget me, because you can reverse that.
X.
What?
X. Somebody had asked X if would you be okay if your girlfriend was best friends with Andrew Tate?
Well, I don't want any of my friends being friends with Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate is a fucking moron. No, I'm just kidding. I'm fucking Nah. Best friend.
You're a famous Twitcher, bro. We could get a lot of pay-per-views on a boxing match anytime.
Bro. Have you seen these sticks I got? These are literally fucking. These are sticks. I can't fight with that. Bro, I did one tap. I'm still not scared saying that. It's like I don't know. It's like it's not even comparable. It's like if I said biggest fucking UFC fighter, Colossus, fucking 7-foot Andy. I mean, he's gonna clap you too. It's all a matter of scale.
Of course. Well, this is my point. The point is that I don't think that most male-female friendships are truly and utterly completely platonic. I think if any woman's honest, she'll admit that too. And for the same reason I discussed earlier, while I wouldn't let someone attempt to break into my Lambo, I would not let some man come along under the guise of friend. I'm not gonna let some dude come along, put on a friend hat, and try it on with my chick permanently. That's bullshit. And she shouldn't want that either. She should say, this guy obviously wants more. I'm not talking to him. Or I'll talk to him only at work for X event. That's it. And I know these views for some reason. I don't know why these views are extreme.
These are not. These are not. The rest of them are kind of extreme. They are legitimately. That one is not too extreme because yeah, a lot of people have these intentions that are preemptive, and when they see somebody that's like attractive or whatever, yeah, they'll be friends and try to snake their way in or whatever. But I would. What?
Would your mother hang around with some dude behind your father's back and say he's her friend?
Would your mother say that again?
Would your mother hang around with some dude behind your father's back and say he's just my friend? Would your father tolerate that?
They're not together, they're divorced.
Okay. But I'm talking about a different generation, right? Let's imagine people who married 40, 50 years ago. Was it normal then for chicks to be hanging around with a bunch of dudes and saying he's just my friend only 30, 40 years ago? Or is this all new think?
A friend, it depends what kind of activities you do. I mean, dude, you can have friends doing a bunch of shit. Like they can go fucking, maybe they like playing golf together. Maybe they like...
It's new think, my friend. And what you must understand is that the things I'm talking about were perfectly normal and completely and utterly accepted.
Oh, you're one of these guys. Okay.
It's not these guys. It's about accepting that society has changed and that new think is untested. And when you look at untested think, because that's what it is, it's untested. By the definition of being new, in and of itself, it's untested. It's an untested paradigm. We had relationships for a very, very long time, thousands of years, where when a woman was with a man, she only spoke to that man. In most of the world today, still that is the case. You may live in America, but if you go to Africa or any of the Middle East or Asia or even Europe, Eastern Europe, Russia, any of these places, if you think these chicks have male friends, then you don't understand the world very well. America.
Okay, I'm gonna reverse and say, in the age of Mesopotamia or some shit, right? Girls had friends and shit, then stuff with other guys. Yeah, things change. It doesn't devalidate them as untested. A lot of things were untested previously. Like, how does that prove anything? What is that? New equals bad thing? Like, I don't know what that is.
New doesn't equal bad. New equals untested, which means you don't know. Nobody knows how this new societal paradigm is going to play out. I can only talk from my personal experience, and my personal experience is that when a woman has a bunch of male friends and a boyfriend, the relationship doesn't last very long. That's my personal experience. I've seen it happen 1,000 times.
Yeah, I mean, if you date some girl who's unfulfilled of you so much that she's willing to give other guys a chance and keep an open mind about who they're going to date and who they're with, that they're going to do that with people that they meet randomly. Bro.
But if she's fulfilled, she wouldn't have male friends. You're pretending that a girl can be fulfilled.
That's not true. That's not true.
What,
yes, it is.
What if she already had a friend before you, like years ago?
Understood. I've been with women and they've had a friend for a very long time, but I make it very clear to him, look, he clearly likes you. And if she's honest, she'll like, yeah, I know. I keep my arm's length. And she's very honest and open with me about it. Oh, he just texts me trying to get me to go out. I'm not going to reply to him. And she'll distance herself on purpose, and she'll make it very, very clear that she's in love with me. And she'll keep him where he belongs, very, 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 very firmly in the friend zone with no hope. Because that's her job to do. I don't have to tell her to do that. Now, if I have to come along to a chick and say, you're giving this guy too much, stop texting him. If I have to do that, then she doesn't respect me, and I'm not going to be in that relationship. I'm not going to sit there and police her phone.
Yeah,
She'll self-police out of respect for me. If she's not self-policing, then she clearly doesn't respect me very much. And I need to understand the chessboard. I need to look at the board and say, okay, I'm not very well respected in this relationship. She thinks talking to these dudes is more important than keeping me happy. It's only a matter of time until we break up.
I agree with this, but the problem is that you're lumping two things that are very, very, very different. Okay, relationship needs and social needs. They're separate experiences. You saying and fearing the social overall aspect of your girlfriend, saying that she's mixing that with your personal relationship love, right, is a problem itself. That is a problem that you cannot that you can't see. There's social needs. There's to talk to other beings, hear new ideas, have different intellectual conversations with other beings than you, bro. You can't entertain all of her fucking intellectual whatever the fuck, bro. They have to go out there and talk and have fun conversations that aren't having sex and having love with somebody else. Like what?
I'd appreciate if you'd stop using the word fear, because I'm not fearful. So you can stop using that word. Firstly, secondly.
Well, I can't. It's hard because when you don't want somebody to do something, it's out of fear. That's how it is.
You think?
Yeah, by default it is, but you are fearful of something happening, yes.
It's not about being fearful. It's just about having my boundaries as an individual. And
boundaries of what? Boundaries that what will happen? Boundaries of what? What is the thing that you're shielding? You said boundary from what? Boundary and shield from what? From something. Bro, you don't wear a fucking bulletproof vest being scared of the fucking wind. You wear bulletproof vest against guns and bullets, bitch. Sorry, I take the bitch back. I cannot apologize. Sorry about that.
No problem. I don't mind. It's fine. I'll answer your first original question about them being social. Women often, if they're with a man and they love that man, their social circle ends up involving or being built around that man. His friends become their friends. The girlfriends of the other guys that he's friends with becomes their friends. I'm not saying they're not going to have any friends and nobody outside of me. But anybody who is completely and utterly unrelated to me is to a degree an enemy combatant. You need to understand, my friend, that life as a man is ultra competitive and it is war. We are all competing with each other.
Everybody's at war. The whole thing is war. Girls at war, guys, everybody is at fucking war. Yes, life is a battlefield, and sometimes you gotta make choices and shit like that, and that's how you climb, motherfucker. You have to take them down. It is what it is. It's a war, yeah.
All right, but I would argue that women, to a degree, call me misogynist, are a spoil of war. If you're a man and you've been through war and you've been through enough shit, you get women along with money, along with status, along with respect. Women are a spoil of war. They always have been. Look at the ancient times. They turn up, take the city, take the women. Women are a spoil of war. So all men are competing with each other for all the things men want. All of you Twitchers are competing with each other for views. I'm competing with people to make as much money as possible. If you're going to go try and get a chick, you're not the only person trying to get her. You are competing with people who are trying to get her too. And my point is this. If I win said war and a female becomes mine, I'm not going to let an enemy combatant put on a friend hat and use that as a shield and a bullshit excuse to sit there and attempt to silently chip away at my relationship. Every single time she's unhappy with me or we have an argument and he's in her fucking phone saying, well, you could do better than him. Da-da. Anyone who thinks that makes you secure to allow your chick to just be poisoned.
Okay.
It's not about security. So that's just responsibility. She is yours. She loves you. She adores you. Her social circle should include you and revolve around you. Anyone who comes along and has nothing to do with me, but still wants something to do with my chick is unacceptable.
Okay. I understand. So it's a spoils of war because you did something, right? Like I want to fire back at you and say that where you're in a relationship, it has to be because you are something, not because you did something and you got something, because you are something. That's how you reach fulfillment in a relationship. You're with somebody who's with you because of you, and you're them because of they are them. What happens when you are, since you're using the battle, the war thing, right? You're Achilles, the great fighter with a sword, right? And you smoke this big ass giant, and you get the spoil. You get in your words, you get the bitch. Now she comes to your tent and she gets to ride on the fucking stick. Yeah. The spoils of war, right? Yeah, bro. Yeah. Right. And then you build this relationship on the fact that you're such a successful fighter. The next day, something comes along, you go in the stairs and you fucking break your leg. Then it's all over, right? It's all over. You go back to your tent, it's crickets. She's fucking gone. Because you can't fucking jump and sword that guy anymore. You can't do the leap that Achilles did because you can't fight anymore. Therefore, it's gone, right?
So what's the point?
So you're saying that's how it works. Because she's not with you for you. She's with you because of some achievement, some tangible event that you did, some height that you got. And you shouldn't be worthy or you should be fulfilled of anything else but that one event.
Well, I have two answers for that. Firstly, you said she shouldn't be with you for something. She should be with you because you are something. Well, how do you become something?
Well, that's what you wait.
Become something by doing things. So you're trying to separate the two as if they're separate.
Separate. You is a lot of things. Your achievements is a small thing. Being successful isn't.
Not in the realm of a man. In the realm of a man, your achievements are 85% of all of who you are. As a man, you are judged solely on your status. You don't even have to be good looking. You need to be important. And you're only going to be important by achieving important things. As a man, you're only judged on your importance and your status. And also another point I want to make, you made it sound like if I lose that next battle, she's going to run away. Well, no, not completely. But I'll counter that.
Not completely.
No, but I will answer.
Now she has to tax you because you're a failure. She needs to tax you on whatever you do because now you're not as good as you were before. So she's losing that part of success that you had. Now she should tax you. Yeah, she should say, Andrew, give me $10 a day, bro. So you have to go like a wagey to the market and sell peaches, right? Because you don't fulfill her in that way anymore. She lost something, bro. Get taxed, pussy.
Do you think that women don't leave their man or initiate divorce when that man loses his job or can no longer financially provide? You think arguments
bitch-ass, unstable ones do from people who can't select their women properly.
When she does not respect you, she will leave you. And respect is a multifaceted, it's a large and complex issue. But if you cannot provide as a man, if you are not competent, she will lose respect for you and eventually she will leave. For you to sit here to say that you can lose endless battles and your girl will stay with you anyway is dream world fallacy.
I'm a fucking warrior. I go through the downs and the ups. And I would assume the person that is with me knows I can lose 1,000 battles. At the end, I will win the war some fucking how. They know that because I built character and I built who I am as a person. And that person who's with me knows this and doesn't need some event or some win at least one battle out of 10 so for me to stay secure. They don't need that because they know who I am. They don't need little battles. They know the war's won because she's with the fucking winner. That's how it works.
All right. Well, if she's going to see you as a winner, even though you've lost a battle, which is fantastic, and that's how a woman should view her man, then she's only going to see you as a winner because she's seen you win a bunch of battles before. Any woman who's only ever seen you lose is not going to stand there and say he's a winner, is she?
I guess that's a fair point. Yeah.
No, my point is this: as a man, you are judged by females and by society at large on your competence. And your competence, by extension, means your ability to win in all scenarios. The more competent you are as a man, the higher status you are as a man. We don't just have to talk about money, right? My woman can come to me and say, there's a man outside with a knife. And I will go and deal with said situation. She can come to me and say, I need $1 million. I can deal with said situation. She can come to me and say, I don't know the answer to this. I can deal with it. She can come to me and say, I need a second passport. I have to disappear. I need a second name. I can deal with it. I am competent in all realms. The more competent I am, the more she respects me. By extension, the more responsibility and authority I have over her, and the less likely she is wanted to go to a club and shake her ass around. If I can't fix all of her problems, I have less authority. That's normal. I don't think, if I was a beautiful woman, I wouldn't be with a man who's not top fucking level. Why would I be? Because I have innate value. So to sit here and say that women don't give a fuck if you win or lose and all of that is not true because it's too competitive. It's too competitive. There are too many men out here who want the hot chicks. A hot woman can have anyone she wants. She ain't going to choose the dude who fucking is.
With this definition then, you are admitting that any girl that dates you, right? Any girl that dates you is only with you until she sees some guy who's more successful and has won more battles than you. Therefore, you shouldn't be with anybody, right? Because of who you are, right?
No.
Every girl is always looking up at something better. The grass is always greener. You're just some pawn then, right? Because as soon as you go to the yacht and some guy pulls up randomly that has like he has more money or has more followers or more whatever, she's gone because that guy has more battles. So, yes, that's what you said. I mean, it's your argument. The guy has won more battles and is more stable. Why shouldn't she go to that guy then?
I'm saying that man will be a threat. And obviously, she's going to have an emotional attachment to you because you're going to have an established relationship, private jokes, time spent together.
Then you're scared she's going to leave then.
I'm not scared. I'm not scared.
You are. Yeah, that is what. Because he has something you don't. I have something that nobody else has. Nobody. Not even you, him, the president, I'm myself. Cool. That's all I fucking need.
Cool. Well, then I would put it this way. I would expect any man listening to this stream to see me as a threat. Because if you don't see me as a threat, then you are literally stupid. If you see your girl talking to me, I expect you to be like, fuck. He ticks too many boxes, he's too competent, and he's too good at certain things. I don't need him near my woman. Now, she ain't going to run away straight away, no. But if I keep talking to her, and you and her have a little bit of an argument, she's going to end up doing something that she might even regret it, but she's going to end up doing it. That is the nature of humanity. Now, to sit here and say that because I'm me, I'm so secure, I'm not threatened by nobody, that's not true. That's not an intelligent way to approach things. I'm a world champion fighter, right? If I see a man in my garden late at night, he may not be able to fight like me. I still don't want him near my house. Who the fuck are you, right? That's still a threat. It's still somebody who wants what I have. So it's not even as black and white as you're trying to make it. Another point you're trying to make,
Okay, but he's not even competing. You already won. It's not even, there's no competition. You are yourself. You've shown that. So why do they need anything else?
Competition. Go on.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, it's not competition. I mean, why would you? There's no competition. You have what nobody else has. How is anybody competing with that?
Well, we're all different, right? I have things that nobody else has in some realms, but you guys have things I don't have, right? If there's a chick who's in love with Twitch, you're all more important than me. That's fine, but it's not about that. It's not even about that. The point I'm trying to make is, I think you were trying to say earlier that a girl's only with me because I have certain things, because I have X, Y, Z, etc.
Well, that's not her fault. It's your fault because that's how you set it up to be.
Well, I agree.
You're creating your own demons by that division.
It's not a demon. I agree that women are only with me. Shallow females are only with me because I'm big, tall, strong, rich, interesting, compendious, because I have charisma, because I can fix their problems, because I have a well-connected network, because I'm important and respected and high status. I agree women are only with me for all those things. That does not mean that their love is not true. You think that a woman who's only with a guy because he's big, tall, strong, handsome, and rich doesn't love that man? You're only with her for her titties and you love her? So what the fuck are you talking about? You're trying to pretend they're separate. They're the same fucking thing.
Huh? Bro, listen, you're talking to the big titty guy. I fucking love titties, okay? There's nothing, I don't give a fuck if people say I'm a child of that. I fucking love titties. And I don't even agree with that, okay? I love titties more than anybody else. And just the titties, it's just not good enough. It's just not.
I was making a point humorously, so I'll make the point now professionally. If you're only with a woman because she is loyal, kind, soft, adoring, and beautiful, and she makes you feel happy, are you shallow?
I said it again. That was a lot.
She's loyal. She's adoring. She's funny. She's gorgeous. She makes you feel happy. Your friends love her. She lives in your house. She cooks. She cleans. You feel good when you're around her. Are you shallow to be with that woman?
No. Why would I be shallow?
Oh, so if a woman's only with you, or me, or anyone else, because she looks up to you and sees you as strong, rich, competent, interesting, you can protect her. She likes to be guided by you. She likes talking to you. Is she shallow to be with you because you're purely high status?
No. So the point I'm making is that yeah, I agree with you.
Because no, that's just one of the reasons she loves me.
Okay. It's all about proportions. Okay. Think about it. Like I said earlier, the motherfucking polygon. Okay. If it's a polygon, it fills on certain sides because certain strengths. Okay. What I'm saying is that you can have a little bit of everything, right? A little bit of everything. But if the reason why she's there is mostly the things that are fucking tangible, right? Like money or whatever. If most of it is that it's the money and the status or whatever, that's a fucking problem. You want it to be a nice balance somewhat of everything, so it feels fulfilling in all ways and good and feels good. It's a good thing. All of it. So if it goes with you because of 3% whatever, 3% intellect, 5% whatever, and then 40% money and 30% looks. What happens if your investment all fall flat and you get old in 10 years? Then that woman out the window. Because most of the reason why she likes you, most of it is these tangible dog shit, and then boom, it's gone.
Agreed.
And then what? And then what? And then what? What do you do then?
Then you're gonna find another bitch. I never said that wasn't the case. What do you want me to say? I never said that wasn't the case at all. I'm saying that women are attracted to tangible things. It's a tangible world. I said this earlier. Now, I've never been with a woman who only loves me for money. I'm not a sugar daddy. I'm not like that as a person. I have a lot of money, but my women who are with me, they don't get like presents and cars, none of that shit. Like they can live in the house and I'll take them out for dinner, but they could get with a man with less money than me and get a lot more money out of said man. So I understand the point you're making. Yeah, if a hooker's with a dude purely for money and he runs
how do you know
money,
that? And how do you know that?
I know that because of how my relationship's set up. Because if they're with me for money, they choose someone else because they don't get.
Well, I mean, they're not to work, not to do shit. They live for free. So how do you know they're not with you only because they can live for free and a good live and a fancy life? How do you know that for certain? How do you build that framework, right? Where they display they're with you for all these other intangible things from you that isn't only life stability and status?
Good question. Good question. So what we need to do is we need to get this Twitch stream. We need to get every single stay-at-home mother, every single stay-at-home wife in the entire country, and we need to ask them how we know they really love their husband. They're not just with them so they don't need to have a job. Let's do that, shall we? That doesn't
I didn't ask these fucking degenerates or me. I asked you. Also, is that lady billing you a new fucking back and rearrange your fucking bones? Why is it being massaging for a full hour straight, bro? What is she doing out there, man? Dude, bro, what the fuck? There's gotta be some sort of fucking osteopathic replacement or some shit.
I have a lot of muscle. It's painful to carry her around. It's a 2-hour massage. But
can she get like a little break or like some water?
Of course she gets water. She works hard. She's here every day. She loves me. She's fine. She's my best friend. She's well looked at.
Watch out. Hey, sorry, lady. You better watch this guy's girlfriend. She's about to get jealous because he has a best friend that isn't her. Holy shit. Why? Watch the fuck out. Hey, somebody tell her.
I want to say one more thing that will really trigger you, but this is true. All the rules I've been saying and all the things I've saying that apply to women don't apply to me. I can go to the club when I want. I can have as many female friends. So I can do whatever I want. So let's just make it.
Okay.
I can do as much as I want because I'm the boss.
You're the boss.
So I can do what the fuck I want, right?
Top G.
Yeah, Top G. My chick can't come to me and say, "Who's this chick?" Like, some bitch. Why are you talking to her? Because I fucking want to.
Well, I'm allowed. I mean, in a way, when you have these two things, right? These in that polygon, when you have a crazy amount of money, I mean, why the fuck would you care? I mean, you can do whatever the fuck. You can do crazy, outlandish shit and still have security.
It's true, but I don't like people thinking that women are only with me for money because it's actually the absolute opposite. I only first ever made serious money because I had so many women when I was broke. So let's keep that in mind, firstly. So I had women when I had no money.
And why? Because you were good looking or other things? What was it? Because you had good hair? What happened when you went bald? You think maybe some women was only because of your hair? But now you're bald. What happened then?
I'm not bald. I shaved my head. I could grow all my hair back if I decided.
Bro, we can see the hairline. It's like a whole McDonald's symbol.
It's here. But it's because I was a world champion fighter, I'd assume, and because I'm interesting and smart, I guess. I'm good looking enough. I'm big. I had lots of reasons. I had lots of things about me that women liked, clearly, because they listened to me and they helped me make up millions and millions of dollars. So it's not just about money.
Yo.
How are you hiding Los Pollos' video? Like how do you do that?
You right click.
And what do you click? But what do you click?
You right click, you just show my camera or disable video.
Really? Good shit. Thank you, brother. I never knew that. Continue, guys.
So yeah, this is a very interesting conversation. I would like to, if I had the time, which I know, we could do a really interesting study. You get a new girlfriend, I get a new girlfriend. I give mine my set of rules, and you give your set of rules, and we see who lasts longer.
Who lasts longer? Bro, life doesn't work like the way. We can't just fucking full reset and get like brainwashed, like clean. You can't. That's the problem with life. How do you? Okay, this is one I've had problems with life. How do you know you have the tools and you have what it takes to make it if you can't full reset? How? It's hard. It's hard. You don't ever know for sure, right?
I wish. Can we do a poll in the chat? Is it possible to do a poll?
Yeah, you can do a poll. Yeah.
Okay, just ask and say if your girl goes to the club, with men all the or no, sorry, I mean I got that wrong.
Paul, do it again. You have to give me the specifics. Paul, question.
If your girl can go to the club whenever she likes with her girls, is she more likely, or are you more likely to break up than if she doesn't go club? That's the question. And let's see what people think. Maybe I'm wrong. It's fine. I have no problems being wrong. Like I don't give a fuck. I know,
if it goes clubbing
without you,
with her girls,
without you very often, are you more likely to break up? Boom.
Hold up, Andrew. You're looking at my shit, so I got you. So wait, you want me to put yes or no, or break up or not break up?
Yes or no is fine.
I just did break up, not break up.
1 minute pull. 1 minute pull in the chat.
Let's do it.
Mine's 95% breakup. Mine's
but you stream to a bunch of fucking preteen fucking cool Mirandis up in his bitch, just like I am.
You stream to a bunch of skateboarding fucking.
What's the question?
Exactly. I am as biased as you. We are not rooted. We are not rooted in rationality. These guys spam W when this guy shows up on screen because
holy shit.
Was that
what is the question?
If your girl goes out clubbing with her girls without you, are you more likely to break up with her than not? My personal answer is no, 100% no. Okay, because if she goes to the club, it has nothing to do with my relationship stability, and isn't getting something she isn't getting from me by going out there, right? And she's fulfilling other needs socially that she enjoys. That makes me even less likely to break up. I think you are more likely to be broken up with, right? If you allow her to do less things that she enjoys doing. End of story. I want my girl to feel pretty, and if she's bomb and hot and fucking sexy, I want her to be able to feel that. I want her to be able to do that. What the fuck she wants? She's not gonna fucking sit at home in her pajamas.
Oh, fuck.
She just like you like to have your fucking top off so we can see your titties and your traps. Okay. She likes sometimes looking nice and having some cleavage, so she feels sexy when she looks at her in the mirror. Has nothing to do with what she's getting out of others. It's how she sees herself. Oh, I'm sexy. I want her to feel that way. I wanted to say, oh my, I'm so fucking sexy. I think that's fucking hot as shit.
Yeah, I love it when your girl comes to the club with her tits out. I love it.
Oh yeah, because you can look like a window shopper, like when you're broke, right?
That's right.
I know that she comes back home and sucks my balls and probably not yours, and nobody else is in the world.
That's right.
That's security.
Thank you. That's right. You're right.
Security.
No, you're totally right, man. Everyone's window shopping. No one's touching her.
They are window shopping. They absolutely are. Yeah. So like I said, you are scared. People are not window shopping when your girl goes out.
Yeah, so you're right. All my girls are ugly, clearly, and I'm very fearful.
No, that's not what I said. I didn't say ugly or looks. I said what I said is what you're saying is that you intend that if you were going out, people would not be window shopping. They wouldn't be touching. They would not. No.
Look, I hang around with many beautiful women. They get a lot of attention, and we go out with me, and they get shitloads of attention. Of course, it's normal.
That's good. That's a good thing.
Absolutely.
That doesn't mean that they're touching, though.
But they're with me. I wouldn't send them to the club by themselves. And you know what's actually, I know this is very unusual.
So you have to be close when something that you don't like happens.
I know this is maybe unusual to an American audience, right? But I live in Romania. So in Romania, if you go to a club and she's not with a man, she's single. The idea that a woman has a boyfriend and goes to the club without her boyfriend is literally, it doesn't exist. So you see women with their men and you see women standing on their own, and everyone knows they're the single ones. It's impossible for a girl to have a boyfriend and still go out. That's just the societal norm. Same in Russia, same in most of Eastern Europe, same in all of Asia, same in the Middle East, same in Africa, same in most of the world.
That's cultural shit. You know, comparing the East, the West, Middle Eastern.
Cultures. We're comparing cultures now. We're comparing the culture of the Western United States to other countries. The Western United States is a country with the highest divorce rate, the most suicidal males, girls are sleeping with the most men, the most porn stars, the most fucking OF, the cam, and all this other trash. You're going to try and defend the society which is the most degenerate on the fucking planet? There's nothing fucking respectable about...
Well, I live in here. I don't have any other choice. I like living here. I live here. That's about it. End of story. I'm not going to fucking...
My ideas are not unusual most places on the planet. They may be unusual to an American audience in a degrading society full of disgusting
With this mindset, the girl of your dreams is actually not even alive right now. She's probably stuck in the fucking cave ages with the fucking with the mindset that they had back then of the animals and fighting. So by definition, your soulmate or best fit is in the fucking -2 million or some shit.
There is no such thing as a soulmate because as a man, you mold your woman. I take any woman and she becomes my soulmate. by obeying my rules. And if she doesn't obey, we break up. So the women are malleable. My point is I could take an American woman and she would abide by my rules because that's who I am. It's not about that. My point is that you're defending.
Why would I have to obey? In that, dude, I feel like the way you're saying that obey, then in that sense, the way we use the word obey, you can make her do any tricks whatsoever fucking ever. You can make her do anything. She has to obey. What the fuck is that, man?
Well, it's comply. Like if they don't want to comply with my rules and my views on how a relationship should run, then they should leave. That's normal, right? A woman gets with me. I think it wants to be this way. She doesn't want it to be that way. Then we break up. What's the problem? But if she stays,
that was both ways though, with women and men, right?
Correct. A woman can come to me and say, "I expect you to do X, Y, Z, Andrew." And if I do those things, we stay together. And if we don't, we break up completely. But my point is that my rules are that I can do whatever I want in certain regards, and she can't. Those are my rules because I have responsibility.
Okay. It makes sense. So you are inherently superior, right? Therefore, you command the boat. As an analogy, I just always felt like relationship, it's more like a plane. You have a co-pilot, right? You have a co-pilot. You think it's the opposite. You have a ship and you're the fucking captain, and they are the whatever motherfucker down on the board, and you do this and you do that, and you obey the captain. I'm the captain motherfucker, right? And you, as Andrew, no girl is above you. Not a single breathing woman on earth is above you and commands you or could command you because you're above somehow.
Right? I could argue that, but just for the sake of keeping things simple, that's 85% correct. Yeah, correct.
85% how?
Because you're saying like no woman's above you, that you're trying to use it as a misogynistic term, but it's not about that. It's about the fact that in a relationship, someone has to be in charge, and I think the most healthy relationships are relationships with the man in charge, and there are certain domains in which I'm always going to excel, and because of that, let me give you another example, and then we're going to change subject, hopefully. Last example.
Sure.
You're walking down the street with your chick. I come up to you. Or forget me, 10 UFC guys come up to you. Your chance of winning is 0%.
Zero, yeah.
But they want to physically harm your female. It is your masculine duty and your imperative to at least attempt to protect her. Do you agree?
What? Bro, this isn't World of Warcraft. You don't AoE the mobs down, bro. Like, this isn't some fucking primitive, you're against a lion type shit, bro. It's an unwinnable fight. Nobody would take that fight. By the likeness, I would hope my girl knows we cannot win this fight. We must both run, and we both run.
Okay, yeah, but let's say they're about to drag your woman into a bush and have their way with her, unless you at least attempt to protect her. Do you feel like you have a masculine duty, even in the face of unwinnable odds, to at least attempt her protection? Yes or no?
Bro, you made fun of me for my scenarios. What is this scenario of some obscure fucking like hentai shit, man? What the fuck what are we talking about here, man?
Fine, I'll change it then. If you want to pretend that that's not a very reasonable question, even though it is.
10 dudes are dragging the woman. Well, in a bush, and you have to fight 1v9. Bro, you wouldn't even win that if you were fucking Naruto, man. Like,
I'm not talking about winning. I'm talking about your imperative. I'm not talking about winning. I'm talking about, do you have a duty? Do you have a masculine duty?
Where does that duty come from? That both partners have to help each other in some way. You know.
Both partners. Okay, so you need your chick to fight for you. I get it. Next question. Let's say you're alone in your house.
Wait, hold up. Hey, let's roll it back a little bit. So you say that the girl can't fight for you, right? Because it's not her role. Whenever she made her character, she didn't choose fucking defender or melee. She chose fucking female. They can't fucking fight. What the fuck is that? So if you get jumped by 3 dudes, right, and you're getting absolutely boned, okay, and she has a gun, right? She cannot shoot because the woman do not fight. The woman cannot fight. She can't fight for you, right? But because you're such a lion, bro, right? Bro, come on. You're gonna 1v3 them, right?
That's not the point. If my female had a gun, I'd tell him to shoot every fucker. That's not what I'm saying.
Well, but now she fought for you. That's not male, bro. That's not fucking warrior mode. You let the fucking female fight for you? Come on, Andrew, you're better than that. Come on.
Let me change the question because you want to pretend my question is not very reasonable, even though it is. Because we're talking about masculine duty and authority and responsibilities. We're not. It's a hypothetical. So let me change it. You and your woman are asleep in bed upstairs. You hear someone break into the house downstairs. Who goes downstairs?
Nobody.
What? Hold on. xQc, you're not going down there?
Nobody's going down there.
So what if they come upstairs?
Bro, you gotta protect.
Bro, I'll keep it a buck.
Protect.
Real quick. I'll keep it a buck.
No. My job is to survive, not protect. My job is to survive. and sometimes that means to go down there, the guy's a gun. It doesn't matter what the fuck I do. We are both going down by doing the smart thing, the analytical thing, the strategic thing. We can both survive. If I go down, not only am I jeopardizing myself, I am jeopardizing both of us by not being smart and a leader in that regard. We are even more in danger if I go down than if I not go down.
But you're hiding though. You're hiding.
So?
Like, you gotta try to protect your girl.
What?
Why is that crazy?
Bro, you are losing your... You live in America, right? No, you're losing your mind. Okay, my job is not to protect.
My house,
my job is to survive.
Yeah, but so in the scenario we're describing, you're upstairs, you hear someone break in, your girl turns to you and goes, "Someone's in the house. Someone's in the house." One of you has to go downstairs.
Why? Why does it go downstairs? Why does it go there? Why do you have to go down there? Why?
If you don't believe you have any kind of intrinsic masculine duty to at least attempt to protect your female, then that explains why we disagree on every single point.
Yes, I'm gonna give you forward further than that. I even have a even higher duty to not protect her, to not even protect myself. I have a duty to fucking survive. Surviving in that scenario means if somebody breaks into the house, okay, listen, Andrew. If somebody breaks into the house, he is more likely than not likely to have a certain tool to get in or a weapon. If I do not possess that weapon, right, I am not going down there with bare hands because we will both die.
You can have a weapon. I'm not saying you don't have a weapon. I'm saying.
Oh, another and then you break it down. Another fucking argument like that, bro. You need to stop doing that.
I wasn't shooting you at a bat. I'm bringing a bat down. I don't know.
You need to stop doing that shit again. Start with a blanket argument and then breaking it down. You gotta stop doing that.
Listen, okay? Let me hop in real quick, okay? What both of you are saying is the same thing, just different tactics, okay? The question needs to be asked in a more clear way, okay? What we're talking about here is instinct. Instinct. What is, as a man, your instinct? So whether you go down or whether you stay up and hide, instinctually, immediately you get protective over the woman, right? And she may instinctually get protected over you. Now, what you do doesn't matter. The point is you both get instant instinct to survive and to protect, right? That's what we're talking about here, okay? The tactic is irrelevant. What we're talking about here is instinct.
The most likely game. You look at the playing field, right? You look at what do you have and what is the most likely to happen, and you choose the most favorable outcome for both parties to live. Whether that's running, whether that's hiding, whether that's going to the ceiling, it's anything that we will do to stay alive, just like the animals do. If they cannot fight with weapons they don't have or tools they don't have, they run. It's called fight or flight. It's whatever is the best tool or to survive.
You're making very simple questions complicated. Let me change the question.
Again, twice.
You're upstairs. No, it's not. I'm changing the question because your answers are stupid. So
bro.
Your answer is stupid, bro, because everyone knows that you have a duty to protect your woman, and you're pretending you don't.
I don't agree. Not even a little bit, bro.
Well, then perhaps you are a coward, but let me give you the last chance.
I survived.
No, hold on, guys, listen. This is crazy to me because it's both going over both of your comments are going over each other's heads. Okay, listen, your tactic. Listen, both of you have the same instinct as a male. Okay, your tactics are different. Do you understand? You're both agreeing with each other. You're just arguing whose tactic is better, which is irrelevant to the argument. Both of you have the instinct to protect your woman, and the woman has the instinct to protect the man. Your tactics are just different. Yours is to go downstairs and to manhandle the dude. xQc's is more tactical in the sense what she wants to
But the guy has a gun. The guy's a gun.
I know, it's not wrong. It's not bad. What you're saying is
fine.
What?
The guy's a gun. And then what?
The instinct is to survive and protect.
No one said the guy has a gun, and we're not.
Both of you are right.
So now the guy doesn't have a gun.
Point I'm trying to make is that if somebody in this hypothetical, if somebody has to deal with the threat and engage, if someone did, between you and your female partner, who would be the person who decides to deal with the threat? You or the girl?
I I think it's irrelevant.
Yeah, it's irrelevant. Whoever can have the best outcome of fixing that with it can be even both at the same time. If you have cooperation,
I think it's irrelevant.
What if I have a gun? I go to the back and I make her. I'll go open the door and I blast them. Now
Good.
we both.
Good. So you went. Good. Fine. That answers the question. I'm just trying to answer.
Actually reverse. Actually, I'm pretty bad at shooting. Let's say I opened the door. Then she shot. Am I still the man?
I'm trying to make you guys understand.
Well, no. I'm trying to make you understand. Am I still good now that I opened the door and then she shot, or is that not good enough?
That's fine, but that's not the scenario I described.
Then
the scenario I'm describing are the fact that when push comes to shove, and we end up in unfortunate situations, a man has a duty to protect his female. That's intrinsic. That's evolutionary. That's something we were hardwired with. It's something that society has always built into men until recent times. What you're saying now may be fine. If 30 years ago a dude said, I won't go downstairs and I'll tell my woman and we're just both going to hide here together, he would have been mocked forever. That's insanity. Somebody has to engage, and it's the man's job. Just like the men stay on the Titanic, the men go to fight. That's a man's imperative. And I don't care. Doesn't matter that I can fight. If I'm outnumbered 10-1 and they have machetes and I'm going to lose, fine. No one's going to rape my chick without me trying. That is my masculine imperative and my duty as a man. The point I'm trying to make is, so let me change the scenario. You're upstairs. You have an AR-15. 3 unarmed men break in. Between you and the chick, one of you has to take the gun and go down there and deal with all 3 of them. She's scared. I'm scared. They're downstairs. Go shoot them.
Why is she scared? Why is she scared? And you're not. Why only can she be scared? If she has better training than I do, if she's better shooter than I am, she's taking a gun, bro. I'm not.
Bro,
what?
You're in my brain. Am I talking Chinese?
If she is a better shooter, she's taking a gun.
You're gonna send your girl downstairs. I don't know, bro.
If she's a better shooter, you're damn right she's going there. Of course.
How do you know she's a better shooter if you guys have never, like, let's say she never shot like...
If you have an M15, you need to have the training that comes with it. Yes, you do have training. If you're Lions, yeah. You probably had the training before it. Yes. Okay,
well then, so what we've learned from me asking this question is that you, and this is not an insult, I think you'd agree with me saying this, you have no intrinsic desire, no intrinsic duty or intrinsic innate responsibility to protect your female in any regard.
Oh my God, guys, I'm going to interrupt. Can I please interrupt real quick? I'm going to interject, okay? Once again, you both agree, okay? You're arguing just to argue because you're not hearing each other, okay? Listen, xQc, what Tate is saying about instinct for males is correct. Our instinct to protect will kick in 100%. Now, the next following step, okay,
is the technique. What does that mean?
Technique.
Yes.
Right, it's technique.
Yes.
xQc is being rational about it. So if you were to word it correctly to fit your narrative, Tate, what we would do here is, as a man, xQc would take leadership of the situation and say, okay, I know you are a better shooter than I am. You practice 600 hours a week. I do not. Here's the gun. You are better than me. That takes confidence. Your outlook, Los Pollos, is insecure. If she has more gun training, if
you would die.
And she's confident, so you make the leadership decision. That's your instinct. Make leadership decision. It's not the
train. What the hell are you talking about? You just said he would send this girl downstairs to confront armed gunmen.
Man,
like, what are you talking about? How am I insecure? Because I want to protect my girl.
Bro, let's say you're dating.
You're not gonna say I'm insecure because I
want
to.
This is crazy. What Tate is saying.
Just imagine.
What he's saying is okay. What X is saying is okay. They're both right. They're both right. Tate is saying,
just imagine Los.
Oh my god. It's like hanging out with a bunch of testosterone-filled men with small dicks.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Listen. What Tate is saying is correct. Whose instinct kicks in what's the instinct of a man? To protect your girl, protect your kid, protect your family. Yes, Tate is right. That is there. But what the technique to follow is the man taking leadership to say, okay, I will shoot and I will miss. But my girl, if she is willing, if she is strong, she's going to step up and she has more hours than me and she will hit this guy one shot. Do you understand? If you need me to word it to massage your ego, Los Pollos, and say, okay, I took leadership and I demanded this and she's my frontline soldier, I can word it that way for your soft ego.
Listen, do you know why I would do it like this? Because there's a chance, no matter what, going up against someone with a gun that you could die. I don't want her to die.
If you go with no training, you're dead. You go with no training, he has a gun, you're dead.
She can run away.
Oh my
That's
God.
what I'm saying, bro. That's not being insecure. That's being the opposite. That's I'm willing to die for my girl.
There is
How is that insecure, bro?
That's not the scenario. That's not the scenario.
What do you mean it's not the scenario?
If you can't shoot, you will die, and then she will die too.
Oh my
God. Can just kill anyone? Like, bro, there's no fucking way, bro. Dude, what is this? Dude, what the hell is this?
Oh my God.
You see, I've been listening to you spew crazy shit for mad long. I'm saying two things.
Bro, Los, let me again. No disrespect again. You're a big dude, right? You're a big dude. You're getting a big dude, right? Right? You have a bigger hitbox, okay? You're sleeping, and you.
What the hell is this shit?
Settle down, okay?
Don't play victim. Don't play victim.
No, play victim. I'm not insulting him. I'm not insulting him. Like,
you take the shit.
You're in bed. You're in bed, okay, with a skinny police officer, okay? There's been in duty for 20 years, and she was to shoot a gun, okay? And then some guy breaks in, and she wakes up with you, and the dude with the big hitbox says, lady, don't worry, I got this. Because I'm the man, I take the gun. Bro, people are more of a threat to themselves with a firearm than to others, motherfucker.
Okay, fine. If it's
then you go.
Here comes officer, fine.
Here comes close.
Here is the point, guys.
I'm getting hit box. What the hell is this shit?
Here is the point.
Motherfucker.
The point is,
holy shit, man.
Here's the point. The question Tate asked was, as a man, what happens when someone breaks in? Yes, as a male, we have the instinct to protect the woman, to protect our child, to protect our home. Yes, the instinct is there. He is asking that question, and I am answering yes. As a man, that instinct is there. His headphones are off. He won't hear this, but yes. Now, what we're arguing here are the tactics, which is irrelevant. Thank you. Jesus Christ.
Yes. Okay, then I agree with Tate. Yeah, yes.
There we go.
I don't know.
Men are more protective.
It
is a built instinct, right? It's a little bit in our code. I agree. I guess historically and scientifically, it's on our code to be more defensive. Yes, that's like.
I tell you why you're all wrong.
What?
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Polo is right.
Oh.
You do not send your woman to fight. You have a duty as a man. And to sit here and say the tactics are different, I understand your point, but it's incorrect, and I'll tell you why. When the Titanic was sinking, no one was sitting there going, "Who's a better swimmer, you or me? Who's better in the cold?" Well, you know what, chick? You know what? You're a better swimmer than me. So if I get on the lifeboat because you're a better swimmer, that's bullshit. You're a man and you fucking die. That's the rules. That's the old school duty of masculinity. To sit here and say, "Well, my chick might be better than they are."
If all women are on the boat and nobody knows how to drive the boat will sink. If nobody's skilled enough to drive the boat, they will sink and die.
All of you are
you killed all of them by trying to be masculine. They'll die. Congrats.
Let me say one thing. Let me answer Tate's question, okay? Let me explain the contextual difference. The Titanic example is completely correct, and you're right, Tate. In the Titanic example, okay, there is no swimming. Whoever goes in the lifeboat survives. Whoever does not dies. As a man, our duty, yes, everyone, because the water is so fucking freezing, you will die. So whoever's in the boat survives. Okay, that's a fact. You can't deny the fact. It's a fact. So yes, you're right. As a man, we sacrifice as a protective duty, as the rules say, for old time honor. We die, the children and the females survive. You're right. But contextually, in the situation with the gun, do you understand? It isn't a situation of life and death. Yes, you're right. If it is a situation,
but nothing is guaranteed, Train. Nothing's guaranteed. Even if she can shoot better, she shouldn't. You shouldn't send your girl.
Primitive brute. Let me finish, okay?
Dude,
let me finish.
Oh my God.
There's no shot because of this fucking dumb. I refuse to believe that being smart enough to own a computer in this call is that fucking stupid. Okay?
If you're,
bro.
Can I finish?
Bro. Let's say.
Wait, can I say one example?
Let's say no. I got an example for you. Okay, you have a gun. The gun is the only way you're gonna survive this. Okay, only way you're gonna survive it. Okay, the magazine is under the bed, and your bed is real, and it's bolted to the ground, right? Do you say, "Hey, girl, get the loader under the bed with your small arm that can go through it, and get the mag," or you say, "Bro, lady, back up, woman, back up. You're the woman. I got this," and you can't get the loader. It's okay because at least you're the fucking
X,
baller, man. You try hard, but it didn't pan out. It's okay, and then you both die. You're so
I know. I got
fucking
one example. I have one. You guys are on a hike. It's you and your girl. A fucking bear comes out of nowhere. I'm gonna listen. We're not escaping this, so I'm gonna say run. I'm gonna jump after the bear and let the bear fucking have its way with me, bro. I'm gonna die and she's gonna live. That's what I'm gonna do. That's my girl, bro.
I can't.
I'm gonna do that.
I can't.
Correct.
Okay.
That's it. That's what I mean by this.
Then
I don't care if she can shoot better.
Then you're both dead. If the girl knows what to do because she has knowledge about the bear approach, where she can sing or talk in a way that will make her survive, I shut the fuck up. I point and I say, you talk, and then she says, "We don't run from a fucking bear. What do you think you are? You're a gladiator from the fucking
let Tate speak. What did
1000.
What did Tate say?
Gladiator. You're not a gladiator.
Hold up, X. Hold up.
When the bear appears, you don't sit there and argue with your chick saying, well, you went to veterinary school, so you're better with bears, so maybe you can tickle the bear.
Yes, you do.
He's a fucking man. So what you're doing is this all goes full circle. It goes back to the very beginning of this conversation when I said when I make points and in the internet, they try and find little fucking stupid little ways out and bullshit, etc., etc. I was trying to make a very, very simple meta point that as a man, you have a duty to protect your female. And now people are coming along saying, no, maybe you protect her better by hiding in the bathroom and sending her downstairs with a grenade. That is fucking stupid. You have a duty as a man to protect your female. It is your duty, it is your masculine imperative. All of humanity shows it's true. All of history shows it's true. And for you to sit here and say, if someone breaks into my house, I have no duty at all to protect my woman. If she's scared and crying, I might send her ass down there because I can't shoot. Shows that you have no intrinsic desire to protect or provide or look after that female, which is why you have no frame in your relationship.
Okay.
Which is why she
then Tate.
You send her ass to the club to get fucked by somebody.
Okay, Tate. Tate.
A great conversation. I've wasted enough of my life.
No.
When you get balls, let me know. But to sit here and talk to a man who thinks he can send his chick downstairs to fucking engage armed men, I know I'm wasting my time.
Okay.
To be fair, the